Oh boy, a clash of titans of sort. Well, okay, so we got Bad News Bears versus Astralis. I was gonna try to church it up, make it look and sound pretty to begin things. Because truth is, this could very well not be very pretty whatsoever. Bad News Bears not starting off on the right foot, and Astralis kind of doing a little bit of a hopscotch here all the way to the end. So talk to me a little bit about what we're looking at right off the top. Surface level, it's hard to say anything other than Astralis are a favorite.
Well, here Astralis can go for an Ancient pick if they really want to go for the punish, because Bad News Bears don't really play Vertigo is their permaban, but they don't really play Ancient either. We see them going for the Inferno pick. First tournament we had with Ancients was IEM Summer, and Astralis in the opening game against FPX, they allowed it to go in a best-of-1 to Ancient. They got punished.
Very solid nerve. Glaive's going to be rotating through. Nade from Magis will do some damage. Here's the commit. Good flashes, good util in general. Jonji does lose his life on the advanced 2-tree. Fast flank from Dupree and Lucky as well. They're pushing the smoke on the reload. That's a big punish onto Magis if they could just find Bubsky. It's Glock v USP. Spongy trades, Dupree doubles, and bomb's ticking. Chance for Spongy, needs 2 more though, and would love to have isolated one of these 2 duels. Lucky's so low, but it doesn't seem to matter as he finds that final bullet. Back to the top banana test. Now Magis, so far, he's good for it. He's already delivered that pistol round through playing for the retake, buying time,
this
surviving,
looks good.
Double nades off the half wall. Swish has done very well, as has Jonji. They are low. Lucky could finish it all with the FAMAS, but he's kept honest. And now the site is theirs, likely the round as well. Dupree hears this. Oh, that was his...
Still has a chance here.
That's the AK, that's yikes. They'll have to recover that from the bomb blast.
Which way is it going to blow? Because it might actually go towards Dupree here. So he might net himself an AK-47.
The rap's coming in. Swish is going to give it all he's got. Good molly for the pit side. Will
this is great.
Remove some opportunities. And they're all taking contact at different points. This is a great start. Lucky with the deagle. There is a threat. Nice find from Junior. It's Dupree with the MP9. He needs another frag. He does well to tag up Sheikh Zula, but the bodies have dropped in favor of the Bears, and with 20 seconds left, Spongy does need to prioritize the plant. It's Glaive up short trying to contest and make that difficult. Sheikh Zula could make a meal of this. He's so low, he can't afford to go down. It's the swing and trade. Oh, Spongy. The Bears are in, and there's nothing Astralis will be able to say or do about this. The only real threat is that deagle, and he's already been spotted out, catching a little bit of flack from the nade as well. And they're not rushing the plant, Chad, which I'm sure also is a nice sign of the things to come here. Bad News Bears not flustered in any capacity.
Yeah, we know Astralis are the team that do enjoy a good nade stack, you know, so maybe you get a fake plant in or you take your time in case they want to flash and pop through the smoke. So says that they will be trying to hold on towards their kind of banana. This is going to get messy. Jonji with 2, going to continue the fight here.
Oh, they could lose 2 AKs here. Come on now. Come on now. Oh, and Sheikh Zula does go down to the blast as well. At least one of those AKs should be retrievable. They don't get either.
Play to lose, but he's gone over there to play poker. Why the hell not? A lot of Counter-Strike players have taken that route before. And, ooh, Lucky Zorb strikes first. Flash Sheikh Zula down. And, well, they're going to continue forward here. Straight to the AWP again. Lucky, blind as you like.
Yeah, but it's Crosshair clearly in the right place, though. Every time he loses his vision, he's pulling a trigger and destroying the Bears. This one's fallen apart. Solid from Astralis. Spongy's added to Bubsky's list. Smacking my lips together and like wiggling my tongue a bit. To
gargling it.
Yeah, I don't know, whatever the sommelier of the coffee world would do. It was good.
Oh, this could get bad if they want to throw bodies at him here. Just a side, but
he's got 10 seconds and he doesn't even get another chance. So you got 3 flashbangs after the initial proceedings, and they've got their nice little double middle setup. There is a gap in that smoke, and they can play around this. They are in trouble. One has slipped the net. There is one man, Jonji, on a wild mission, but Glaive will catch him. Defeat.
Yeah, even though we do the whole round at a time type thing, they definitely have Ramak.
Go all in on B.
Lucky needs to be careful here.
Chopping and changing, missed shot from Lucky, fires off the AWP. What is that from Swisher? Tried to catch him on the bolt.
You don't want to say save, but if it was Gambit, it probably would be a save, right? So
he's going for it. He's doing it all himself. An underhand smoke, an underhand flash, and a chance onto Magis. Glaive's there to deny the first. Sheikh Zula catching a lot of flack as well. So this one should just peter out into nothingness. He's got the bomb as well, so if he gets caught here on the CT duel, as he will, Junior in an all too familiar turf of overcommitted with an AWP and far too much time to try and save, surrounded by enemies no less as well. Lucky baited the shot nicely. Junior has a chance onto new box, and that was it.
It's going to be hard against Astralis on a map like this, however. Down, but under their barrel. Jonji gone already. So they really want to take the fight. Last round, Bubsky flash picks second mid. This round, Dupree just running all the way down Banana, demands respect, drops the smoke, and what's another round here, even with the Deagles, that should just likely peter out. Is it Peter, like maybe there's an A in the mix there?
I couldn't, is it
Or with an I?
P-E-T-R-E?
I don't know.
Petra. Oof!
I speak the language, but not very well, and spelling was never a strong suit of mine. Oh, lucky just farming a couple here. That's a nice shot from Shakesula.
It felt like the name.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, you have to contend with that. For now, though, up mid, they're not really accepting that Bubsky could be there. There goes Spongy.
Evacuate.
Dupree ahead of his own smoke, which does eliminate Shakesula. That's very aggressive. Astralis definitely throwing caution to the wind a little here. Swisher is in, and he's out. We'll see if Astralis plan to shake anything about. And then this Dupree and Glaive pairing just seems very reactive.
Oh, yeah, well, they knew what real estate they didn't have, and that was the majority of the sites. So not just running in with his knife out, Dupree able to mop up the mess. And now it's just Jonji to try and use this Krieg to his darndest. But I think the biggest thing with jiggles first, before you get to that level of perfection you're talking about, is your crosshair placement with your jiggle, right? So that right there is really important. But I think, okay, 1 for 1. They're going to accelerate.
Nothing to be panicking about.
All right,
you can finish your point.
They're going in.
They actually are.
They are going in.
And he has got an M4, so maybe I'll give him a second here. Because Magisk is playing around his pillar smoke, trying to divide and conquer. Oh, so much util. They really want him. Still lives on for now, and the hunt from Swish. Oh, that's a shame. He slipped off the lip.
They're cooking again. Another molly.
It could even spread. Junior desperate for something away from the flames, and it will be corralled into the spray. They take a couple of heads. Not bad to bring 3 bodies down from Astralis.
Drop that one now, Bubsky.
Yeah, good timing on that. Ready to mantle up. He'll have some vision. Junior responsible for this. Oof, and he does return fire. Okay, advantage bears. 30 seconds. They're starting to converge on the site. It's Lucky on the site, standing strong with his own AWP. Tagged down heavy, but they haven't finished their job. And it is still Dupree being a real nuisance here. Jonji needs the double. Somebody kill him. Lucky gets another. Somebody needs to stop him. And he's done enough on the site. 3 frags from the new addition. Make it 4. Lucky. Bubsky's already pushing middle to punish, and Jonji doesn't get a second look. That will slow him down for sure.
They're not looking. The damage is already done. Junior's low. Swisher even lower. Well, there you go, through the smoke. So much pressure here, and they're being pushed towards A. There it is. All right, so Adap's the last 2. Perfect range for Glaive. One to find the bomb is down. Shakesula smokes himself out, gets that pick control. His position noted, and well, the cavalry is coming on over here. Everybody from Astralis rotating towards A. The B-rush looked promising at the start with all that damage, but oh, nades exchanged. All right, Glaive takes out Shake, Shake takes out.
Taking such an early beatdown. We've seen Bubsky going for aggressive maneuvers, the Banana players finding early frags, and here's Banana again. A massacre from Magisk. He's making burgers tonight out of bear. And now Junior and Shakesula, what are you supposed to do? This was supposed to be your round, and already your whole team's forced to watch.
They've never been able to establish a default on a gun round. They've just been pushed, fought, destroyed. Now operating with very little. Bubsky takes down Shakesula, and oh, Junior last alive. We've seen an awful lot of this. T-side, Inferno, AWPing. You're not going to be the first in. You're definitely going to be the last alive, and now we need to see a 1-on-5. Bodies are good. The util that they're throwing with the mollies and HE is fantastic, but those flashes is what allows these aggressive maneuvers.
Oh, so many men. Good tags as well from Glaive. And even Dupree's in a prime position. Every person we cut to on this ops team seems to be in the right place.
And they're all ready as well, right? Their crosshairs in the right direction. They're not getting caught off guard. It doesn't even feel like they're flustered in these fights. And now they're even aware that Junior might be in the smoke. Last alive again. But they are coming.
Lucky, nice find on the pillar, expecting more. He's tagged up. Nice find from Swisher. Keeps it competitive. It could end here, though. Magisk is a problem. Shakesula solves it, and they need to force this fight onto Nubox. Shake's going hunting. He knows if he could find Glaive now, that bomb can be planted. CT's an issue as well. Glaive down, but Junior falls. And so that CT presence, the retake's on its way. The bomb's not even down yet. Spongy will be there. It's a big hunt from Shakesula. Ambitious, but finds it. 3 frags from the in-game leader, and oh, Bubsky. Oh, he hears it all. He knows what they're up to, and we'll get a first. Spongie's there to bodyguard, and they'll make it 4. Well, here we are for ESL Pro League Season 14. They stagnated. He still wants to fight. That's ambitious and blocks. And so 1 by 1, they do jump through. Hard to keep your crosshair on them. Strafe from Lucky's good. Taps
needs something.
Something from Swisher, yeah. And the flank from Jonji's very loud about it. Glaive's ready on the sandbags and ready for a second as well. Wow, great round, all things considered. And it would have to be a Swisher 1v3.
The smokes deployed to help slow down these pushes. 1 or 2 remaining. Damage done to Swisher. Not looking like the best of starts here.
Oh, he wasn't expecting that at all. Great find. Swisher. Stop things from spiraling out of control. Shakezula jiggling like he knows he's being hunted, and Lucky somehow locked on. He will kill you. Oh, and there's 1. Ouch. Jonji going for some seriously ambitious Mac 10 play there. Off the flash. 2 very aggressive in the apartments. Does he wallbang him?
Yeah.
Just prior to 2-3 swing. The perfect wallbang.
Hearing me, all right, well.
Flash alongside, they don't know where they're coming from. Spongy hears a lot. Got a lot to contend with here, tucks in. Playing it passive, Shakezula's gonna have a lot to do here. Nice isolation of Glaive. Lucky trades. Weapons to be recovered. It's Shakezula on the site, isolated completely. Junior trying to keep him busy. They're losing
dinks.
health. And it looks like they're losing bodies as well. Jonji with a rebuttal. That bomb does need to be going down, becoming a priority now as it is a 1v2. Good finds from Junior and Swisher respectively. And that bomb's on Graveyard. He's gonna have to hurry up.
Oh, this is awkward now for Dupree.
Let's get back across. And oh, wow, reacts in time. 9 seconds. And he's against the AWP. 10 HP, 5. Just in time. Just in time.
Oh, you're going to be kicking yourself right now if you're Junior. Welcome back. You've given up the line.
Yep.
Oh, no.
What's to do? Peeks him with the UMP as well. Oh, just a little late on that nade. Could have killed Magisk. He's long gone now.
Oh, they're back in.
Jonji aggressing. Bubsky found big contribution as Shakezula actually a little late on the extinguish. Goes
Got
down
hot in there, didn't it?
to a molly. Was that in the bedroom?
Yeah, he was up aggressively.
Yeah.
So they must have spotted him because he was trying to be cheeky with his positioning there. So that's probably not the trade they needed to give up after Jonji worked hard for that one in Banana. Bogdan's Law in play here, so like he's given over the AWP and, oh, stand up, I dare ya. There it is, in tandem. B given up, scout tag noted. They can really just play with the rotations now. They know 1 play over towards B, Spongy likely over towards A, and there's no rush here for Astralis. 50 seconds left, they can take their time.
What are you up to, Lucky? Just roaming in the smoke. They know Junior was last seen over towards B. So the Bears opted for Inferno.
Nuke next.
Nuke next. I was a bit remiss to not see him another Astralis Ancient, but they're happy to go to Nuke, and we will wrap up Inferno.
Yeah, it's just very difficult for Bad News Bears, right? Even initially the game kicks off well for them. After losing Pistol, they managed to win that force buy round. You think like, oh, they're getting some momentum now. Perhaps if they, win the first gun round 2 after that, they can get rolling. But really just as soon as Astralis shakes that off and gets the economy going their way, you could see how they were just outplaying them basically at every aspect of the game.
Bad News Bear, that's the name. Astralis on the T side, going to start off Nuke with an outside play. Glaive in lobby to corral or across. Junior will call for help, and Spongy's caught the tail of the assault, so lobby's clear. And a lot of bodies down to the lower side now. It will come down to Spongy to actually adjust very nicely. He gets 2 out of that, so good contributions from Spongy here on the pistol. Now the bomb's on Lucky's back. They have access to the side. That's a nice little nerdy nade. It doesn't quite achieve its goal. It does remove the door, and a lovely angle for Jonji to adopt and find 2v2. They can pivot. Swisher was the one thing stopping them from accessing that top site. Now they can just charge on up the ladder. Lucky joining his teammate up there. Now, Sheikh Zula's coming lobby side.
Oh, he was coming lobby side. Look at this. They've just absolutely toyed with the rotations and just through vent, right? I think we spoke about this a little bit earlier. John G needs to hit this shot, and he can't. Dupree finishes off the round.
Oh, going looking, having a glance, and there goes John G. Sheikh Zula's going to be feeling the heat now from heaven. This is all on Spongy to kind of contain this top take. Oh, what a shot. And there's another one to find just the tip of the dome. And oh, Spongy's Deagle's doing it all. Needed another head.
What a time that was. That was the majority of my life, actually.
Yeah, a very different dynamic. And there's a USP frag.
Oh,
They'll
Dink.
take two.
The USP's getting it done. All right.
Hello.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, there's something to be said about this one. It's not going to be easy, though.
There's no one lower. They've just gotten straight down for free here. So they can plant this bomb, and now they need to start to fortify. AK's picked up. Bubsky with that vent rotation.
They got two recovered AKs here, bro.
Well, there's still no armor. Oh, Junior's down too. This is all over.
Yeah. I'll go grab the rover. 3v5 for Astralis. They stabilize nicely, and I think it's better to keep hold of those. Like, you don't
for sure.
feel very threatening now. Sheikh Zula loses his. Lucky is not letting them have anything, even jumping for info. Oh, head on a swivel. So many targets could be walking through those smokes at any time. They are fading now. Go on, Swisher. First frag of nukes provided. And Astralis, it's all smoke and mirrors. Using their utility very well to force fights. 20 seconds, though, boys. You're going to have to make up a final game plan. It does seem like they'll descend lower.
They've had success here.
Yeah, but this time it's Junior. And he loses his head so quick. Dupree's into the site. Spongy the next to try and show some resistance. Turns the wrong way, and it does result in at least a death. It's the bomb lost, and the bomb will not have time to be planted now. Magic's just looking for survival.
It's a bit of the diagonal to facilitate the cross to secret.
He's not going secret, though. It's a top take. Spongy again with impact. He's doing everything he possibly can for the Bears. Sheikh Zula kept very quiet. And that's the end of that. Yeah, you just have to really think about when naming your dog, what words you're comfortable shouting out in a public place.
That's true.
He's just going.
Yeah, full send.
Straight down the vent, uncontested. Dupree, he is going to be a very brutal object. Oh, looking the wrong way. And Dupree catches him. There's the first blood in return.
It's just for info. You'd love to take the fight, wouldn't you?
Oh, executes him. Lucky's gone. And that's the bomb behind Red as well. They don't know that. Swisher is down to hunt the missing Dupree. Spongy's joined him as well. Now, he'd have to make a sound cue. He isn't coming. Real chance, and bomb dropped. Blade needs this frag if he wants the chance, and has delivered enough.
Oh, they're not going to expect another. There's no way.
Yeah, backs are turned. Dupree with the flank. Spongy surely not going to be looking the right way. Ooh, slow reactions out of Dupree. Does put BNB one frag away.
And actually peering in the direction of Glaive, so...
Big Zula, lot to do. And they do once again. Best him, main gone, and they just immediately surge towards that hell position. Swisher needs to answer some questions, and oh, very hard pot shots. He just pushes out for the headshot. It's not all of them, but it's not a bad reaction. Dupree still missing. Spongy onto Bubsky, just through the smoke. Here we go, now we're cooking. Now, Dupree and Glaive are fully yard side. The bomb's lobby side. He's going to have to join them. He can't try and brave going on through the inner on his own. And just in the nick of time here, Dupree is going to be able to at least catch them. Makes it clear where he's coming from. They need the plant. 8 seconds. Someone could destabilize this at any moment. Glaive, the bodyguard, keeping Lucky's plant body safe. Only for a second longer. Bomb down, but bad news Bears will close the gap to just a single round.
Yeah. A little bit of util already being thrown on now. And not making it down the vent this time. So Sheikh Zula, with another through the smoke. Dupree gone as well. Okay, types of bears in North America. Bear identification. Rank the bears by naming sport teams after them.
That's true.
Here's a prime example, everybody.
There's
Just
one
thought
right there.
we would use this. We continue to fear bears. Evidence by popularity of media stories about bear attacks. Is it the popularity about, or is it that it's news that somebody got attacked by a bear? The polar bear from Lost, do you remember that? Our viewers won't. Probably about 3 of you were old enough to see Lost when it was out on television. A minute on the clock. Oh, and that's great.
That's huge, dude. And you now flash for Sheikh Zula to confirm his suspicions.
All the kills need to come in now.
They need frags now. Lucky might spur them in. Main dead. Swishes on the chance for the return. There
15
it is.
seconds.
You're running out of time, boys. You're going down the vents. I don't think you've got time for that.
Oh!
And the bomb is already loose. Astralis running out of options here. Bubsky charging in, and a solid defense from the Bears. Glaive's got nothing he can do. Down the vents without the bomb. And only keeping hold of a Mac 10 as well. So very punishing and a solid CT haul. Alongside for it, and it's going to be a bait. And that's the frag. Junior pulls the trigger. Closing the gap is Lucky. No one else can really bail him out of this one. He's hoping the second one. As I say that, some support from Swisher.
North Americans. Spongy almost caught off by the teammates' flash, but together they work. And
I'm seeing some smoke sail through the air. CT and T alike. Junior's going to be on one side of it, Swisher on the other. I think the flash obscures the view, so chances as well. Not only Junior drawing attention, he's looking for a second as well. Knows the silo action as well. Just dips away before any more blood can be dealt. Bomb loose.
no map control whatsoever here. They have lobby. Swisher being forced into a fight. There you go. Bubsky with one. Sheikh Zula on the trade. This should be a Bears round. They knew the bomb was towards Yard. Everything's being picked up now. Unless they present themselves to Lucky and give him a couple of easy AWP fights, it should be the 7th. And there you have it. Just one man standing here. Dupree, who's been on a bit of a hot streak so far, gets his 12th kill.
He does just look deadly.
I think in the first 2 rounds he had 7 kills.
Bomb's being held. It's an AWP as well, so his jiggle would have to have been absolutely perfect. Door open. And a chance for...
Oh, you can't be serious. That's premeditated.
So quick with the P250. They're even dinking another one. This is a horrible state of affairs for the Bears, and it gets worse. Astralis are hitting everything, and they'll get all those weapons for free as well. There's the frag. Lucky has bailed his team out. They can move.
Oh, Spongy's in a lot of trouble here. Dupree's coming heaven. This is the fight.
Spongy's responsible for it. And Dupree's already got him all onto Swisher. And yeah, Astralis just so diligent on their trades into the site. Angle management, everyone's watching something different. And results in a bomb plant.
It just became very hard for Spongy there, right? You know that he's committed to that heaven line. Bubsky will take down Jonji, but it really is the lucky kill onto Junior. Trading out efficiently, and well, nobody even went down here for Astralis. All 5 staying alive. It might even be a lobby crunch, you know? They're quite close towards Hut and Squeaky. And there's a free AK-47 in the vent. Okay.
And Astralis are behind them. That's the angle. That's the result. Glaive. Sharp as ever, ready with the AK. This whole time, while the whole lower side is taken, Sheikh Zula would have to be quite the hero. Unloading his mag as best he can. It's Magisk who gets the frag, and yeah, this one will fall away.
Hello.
Sound cue heard. They know Junior is on his way back out.
This is one of the hardest things to do as an up-and-coming team, is adjust, especially when you're on the CT side and the ones who are being dictated to.
It's very strong in his fight with John G. This time against an AWP, and it's a very different result. Junior provides the opening kill in favor of the North American squad. Seems to have incited a bit of speed out of the util dump. It's Dupree. Stops another teammate. Ooh, good strafe around the corner, but it's nice from Sheikh Zula. 1 in the Constellation frag compartment. And Lucky actually getting chipped away at by Jonji. He is a threat. However, rotating back into Bubsky, who just about punishes that rotation in.
Bomb's being found here.
Yeah, Lucky ready for it. Ooh, a miss.
A chance.
Swish. And there goes the opportunity. It's Bubsky walking into this beautiful setup. There should be no way he gets one head. And we 8-7 on the half. Bad news Bears, a solid haul. 8 posted, and now it's their turn to bring the attack. Let's see, top take for the pistol. Glock's charging in, feeling frisky. And already popping some heads like fresh cherry tomatoes from Waitrose.
Now, don't let the 1xbet odds at the top of the screen fool you. If they grab this pistol, the Bears could really push this map. It's a 3-on-4. The bomb is down, already starting to tick, peppering towards heaven. Oh, trying to boost. Hello.
Kind of like the idea. Oh, quick from Dupree, and now Spongy's on the site worrying a little more than he was initially. Certainly now he's isolated on his own. He knows Hut's a problem. Glaive's found him out. can't stabilize, and it's Lucky with 3 in total. You're holding an SMG as well, like it just takes so much self-control not to hold W. Well, hold W they shall into ramp.
Oh, chasing too. Quite quick on this.
Yeah, Magic's not interested. He just tuck himself in, and double frag available. He doesn't manage to put the bullets in the right place. Glaive having issues as well. So Spongy using that hero AK to great success. He's definitely been having a game here on Nuke, and it's his team. Oh, acknowledging it.
Not another oh no.
It's an oh no.
Don't give me an oh no.
It's an oh no. Spongy is not expecting Bubsky here. Good reactions. Good God. And Sheikh Zula, what a lovely position from him. You wouldn't, though. You wouldn't.
Okay.
He deems more appropriate for his role, which is an interesting conversation in itself. He did hear the door, and that's his cue to start touching his W. Oh, and here we go. It's going to be a 1-for-1 so far. More to come. Those Deagles, pesky Deagles, putting pressure onto Sheikh Zula.
They're transitioning elsewhere right now. In limbo, indeed.
Oh, just as he looks away, Magis strikes. Stand a bit more actively. In fact, he wants to bring the fight to the next time they strike. It's Spongy again with impact. Burning. Bubsky lives on at 50, and it's Magisk actually rotating in, leaves it all onto that scout, and they will just about handle themselves. It was a 3v4 at one point. That used to be when we used to cut to the Renegades camps, Chad Birchall.
Oh, they smiled once upon a time.
They really did. Don't you go losing the silly ones now, boys.
Yeah, they're going to be all right. They'll be fine. Bit of extra util towards main. Maybe they will still be fine.
Okay. You weren't worried for a second.
Not at all.
Didn't doubt him.
I didn't expect a double deagle kill by any means. Clear your corners. Swisher does. More smokes towards main. More bullets. And this is going to be round number 11. So this is their most competitive jaunt foray.
One of those like ones with the water, like back.
The camel backpack.
Camel backpack.
Yep.
Bad News Bears have lost too early, and they've actually struggled to make an impact on their opening gambit. It's not necessarily all over. It could be now, as Lucky locks down their ramp of grass, and it's all too easy. One more to bait around. He's having fun with it.
Availability in terms of the peaks you can go for. Wait, what? Did he kill the hut? Wait, he killed the hut.
Oh my God, imagine.
He killed the hut player with that.
Oh my God, Junior, stop. No, I'm not even going to cast it. It's not real. I was joking, dude.
Calm down.
I think he's done enough to earn the save. Now, they've doubled up on the bomb, so if he does try and find it, we have to be quick. Whoa, nice off angle from Magis.
It's an important round here for the Bears.
It is, and I do fear that John G...
They can't.
Oh, it's going to walk straight into Magis' domain. It wasn't the first victim, but he's done well to reposition. He can't deal with Swisher.
They're in the right position to defend this here, Astralis, unless it's a zip up the vent to top.
If you can get across that opening line. Currently, Dupree's worried about ramp, so yeah, there is an open avenue to it. Junior going walkabouts, and now they've found Glaive. This changes things. To the top side they go.
Good molly.
Gallivanting towards them.
Oh.
A good dink. Wow, Swisher lays his life on the line for that. Time-sensitive mission, they're running out of it.
They don't have any. They went heaven. They can't plant.
10 seconds. They could if Spongy hadn't have fallen just there, and then it's Bubsky to ruin it all.
Oh, pull the trigger. Oh!
And especially if they start talking about top side, what's he supposed to do with his orbit? It might have to be ramp.
Heads up duel here.
Heads up duel with Lucky. Orpa v Orpa action here. They don't opt for the boost, and there's the frag in the feed. Lucky pulls the ripcord.
Well, for Junior going forward, they don't get that loss bonus next round. And that was quick, so
they've done the vent smoke. They forced the reload out of 2 members and go.
double pump.
And there they had a real chance onto Dupree. It's bodyguarded nicely. 2 in the feed from Astralis. It gets worse for the Bears as well. Dupree double. It was actually Bubsky that found one of them. Now he's found his double. Round 24.
Oh.
Junior onto Lucky this
Revenge.
time. Yeah, it's been served up quickly.
Going to be in a very difficult spot for Glaive to clear. This comes down to timing, and the barrel spotted. John G does profit. And they still know that Bubsky's low.
Dupree. He's been having such a good game here. Barrel spotted, John G eliminated, and now 3v2 into the low site. There is a body down there. It is going to be Bubsky first to arrive. Doors are open. He can perhaps contest this plant. 40 seconds. They don't have to rush this, but what a shot out of Bubsky. A very quick one. This bomb plant could ruin things. Incendiary behind there will force him off the bomb and put it down in time. Swisher has to try and escape. It costs him his life, and all onto Junior. This is a big round of play. Looking for impact. The AWPer hunting, baits the shot. He's in trouble now. He knows there's two to find, and Dupree just toys with him with the doors, toys with his expectations, and he looks the wrong way. Interesting to see how Lucky's positioned his crosshair. Perfect find. Nothing for Sheikh Zula to do. And Lobby, Lobby is safe. Spongy, happy to collect. Lucky, still being a nuisance on that EAWP, and as they crawl in, plays on that very tight line. Sheikh Zula's familiar with how it works, but he's just getting peppered. So dynamic, so mobile. They'll finish him off on the reload, and if they could find Lucky, which is easier said than done.
One-on-one.
Get a one-on-one. Junior, 6 HP though. He has to win this through positioning and decision-making. Oh, but Junior's ready. Here we go. And if he swings open that decon door, he'll have a lot of opportunities to flank and provide. Oh, Magisk spray is deadly. Results in the loss of 2. Spongy trading. Does cost him half of his health as well. Quick reactions out of Lucky. And the flank from Bubsky is swift as well. They don't really give the Bears a chance.
Yeah, and they know John G's lower, but they didn't clear their corners. So Glaive's dead. John G with a 1-on-4. Is he going to peer up from ramp? Looks like they should have him pretty well covered here, especially with him on 34 HP. And, well, the blind grenade. Just the spidey senses there of Bubsky tingling.
Glaive's doing his one-way on Yard. Don't think he's going to find anything. Swish is going to get caught out here. The pop flash is in.
Oh, no.
And the double is naughty. Found. It's so mean from Astralis. And John G's got that hero AK in play. He doesn't even get to see anyone. Just finds Lucky in the end.
Another clutch attempt for Junior here. And that's what it'll stay. An attempt. Let's focus on Junior's AWP as he's immediately smoked off ramp. And here's some more aggression. Dupree pushing. Oh, just adding the punishment here.
They're like throwing the rulebook out the window when they know B&B are going to try and hold on to it for dear life. 4-on-4. Great return. Junior's provided it. John G is kissing Bubsky in the smoke. That's a lethal one at that. Glaive's down 2. Looks like the Bears have still got some bite. And now the top side's theirs. Dupree trying everything to delay. It was a motivating factor. I want to prove to Device. I believe Magisk's quote was, I want to prove that it was the wrong decision. Which is a very, motivating factor for a lot of people. Ooh, Warehouse didn't get spotted out. That's an advantage for John G. He's crawling in on this AWP. The AWP flash forces him out of the line. John G's hunting a second flash.
Oh, good awareness.
Oh, he's so aware. Lucky with some huge impact. And the Bears are being flanked. They're not even considering it. This is a nasty way to lose your life. Junior caught. Sheikh Zula processing all this new information in the blink of an eye. The bomb is lost in Yard. Bubsky's even coming up the flank through the vent. Spongy caught out. Quick from Bubsky. 1-on-3 for Sheikh Zula. Looking to lead by example, and it's finished off nicely.
Why did this one get so much closer than, say, Inferno? Because they got 4 rounds in Inferno. Nuke looked a little bit more compact for them.
Yeah, I think it just when it comes down to it, they had a good string of rounds in the first half. It did seem like potentially Astralis might run away with the game, winning pistol 3-0 up, then getting the reset on Bad News Bears as well. But they managed to consolidate themselves a little bit, made a couple of riskier moves, over-rotated a few times, got some good reads on Astralis and got a respectable first half. But it was actually the fact that they were able to win, or actually to get a good start in the second half too, that gave you a little bit of hope that they might, make that comeback and force us into a third map. But in the end, Astralis did manage to get their stuff together and close it out. Listen, I think this whole tournament might end. Astralis can make the final, and we still won't know enough about Lucky in a sense of it's going to take a couple of tournaments for us to really see, how he's going to perform. So far, as I've said, I'm happy with what I'm seeing. I think he's doing what he has to do for the team and just growing with each map.
Lucky, how do you feel about those nice words?
Oh, sorry. I didn't hear them.
Oh, well, they were, for the most part, nice. Lucky, what's up, man? Welcome to, I think this is our first interview with you. So how are you feeling? How's it feel to be in Astralis?
Yeah, it's amazing. Like you could imagine yourself. It's just amazing to be around these people. They're all nice and kind and all that good stuff. So it's pretty nice.
How do you look at yourself in a sense of what the plan is and just, you know, having to play the same role basically that a player like Device had for Astralis?
Yeah, I think we all know that there isn't a player that can go in and take Device's role one-to-one. But yeah, I come with some new fresh energy and I come with what I know I can and I hopefully can evolve a lot here in Astralis and on long terms. I think maybe if I'm lucky that I will.
You are lucky.
Yeah, I am lucky, but then maybe I will be able to like at least get close to his level someday.
Actually, a huge wrench thrown into this matchup because of the victory from Ence over Astralis yesterday. That's a huge tiebreaker to own if it gets down to it. That's a massive piece that Ence has between them. And just from a different level, just being able to beat Astralis, and even with their roster changes coming in, a weakened Astralis, that's a good win for this Ence roster.
Yeah.
So, and actually, that's a...
Ence helps them out.
Yeah, that's disappointing right out of the gate, isn't it? That one certainly hits me in the feels. Ence not feeling too comfortable on Inferno, taking it away, so Nuke and Spirit's going to get that Dust 2.
I mean, to me, this also then is going to scream a 3-mapper most likely. If the fact they're going to get Dust 2, and we've seen like they smashed Astralis when it came to Dust 2. Maybe not a map they were heavily focusing on, especially with Lucky coming into the team, but this could be an interesting one for me off the bat. Seeing Ence, seeing them on Nuke, seeing Team Spirit as well. Dexter versus Hades, in my eyes, is going to be such an exciting match to watch when it comes to the Opera v Opera battle, but I'm expecting us to go 3. I don't know about your thoughts. Important match for Ence. So you take this, you tie things up with Astralis over towards the 2-1. If you lose, you potentially get knocked out the entire event. Where Spirit, if they do lose, they're going to be knocked out the entire event. It's time to get into our second match of the day. I believe it's Sponge and Machine going to be taking it away for you as we're going to see what's going to happen at the end of this.
Something about it. Chopper dipping out quickly, not interested in the action as we start to descend. Good pick, first found. Diha descending. And they should have access to get that bomb down. Now, it's on the back of Spinks. He's already punching in the numbers now. It's Snappy's responsibility to corral from Vents. Man disadvantage, but bomb down. Pretty much calls it level.
No kit for this.
Armored Julies. Well, if you got Magic's Doto, probably not gonna be too interested in re-peeking, but they force the fight, love the boost, and they've got so much time to find these remaining 2. He's still hiding in the vents. He's Snappy, Spinks needs a clean one, and Magic's is not letting that happen. The Juggernaut setup, and it will be a Spirit pistol.
Yeah, not really planted for old Snappy there, trying to come back around the decon, as you can see, under the railing. Not easy to fight through that little doorway.
A lot of power for Spinks. He actually wants to go topside, and it's a great setup so far. Magic would have to cause a bit of a kerfuffle, and has. Did get Molotov down. Look at this. Magic's really not letting this place go. Still holding on to that top side. Dia's locked out and hunted down. Chopper with the reaggress, and the CT's comfortable now.
This is looking very good for Spirit. Oh, Hades. Off one head, and he's currently under the line of sight of Mir, but Dexter will get that kill. Bit of a jump scare moment right there, as it will just be Snappy, 12 HP, a Tech 9, and 3 to find. Gap through the HUD is being pipped for a matter of time. Hades, for those of you who don't too familiar with mythology, is the god of the underworld.
Yeah, brother of Zeus.
And in the language that we expression, it is pronounced Hades. And I messaged him and I said, is that fine? Is that cool? And he said, yeah, sounds good. So Hades it is.
As opposed to pronouncing it like Hades, which I'm sure English people pronouncing it like we were Polish would be weird.
But he has lived in the, well, what did he say? Something about him since he was 7?
Yeah, he spent a lot of his childhood in the UK, I think.
So the flag is a bit like the Mantu flag.
Yeah, gang. And I was, you just reminded of, you know, Mantu's story arc when I saw him commenting on Config's recent news. A bit of a stretch, don't you think? I mean, okay. Mir's got enough to definitely find a glimmer of anyone across. They haven't managed to do so just yet. Snappy's in main. And no word from Mir. They picked the gap. 2 for 2 trades so far. Numbers favor them. briefly. It looks like Dexter had a chance. He's thought better of the nade.
Maybe not, actually. Molly in the hands, smoke fades, he goes down, and now definitely signaled that they could bolster out Squeaky, and here they come.
Wow, he's so quick, straight through, doesn't even hesitate, runs straight through, the trades are there, it's all Hades. Hades with 3. He provides, he's the only reason Ence have pulled this round into an even keel, and they wanted to send the vents, I like that. They're hunting him, Dexter would have to make a sound cue to hunt Dark. And here they go. Spinks, chance, Chopper reacts. They are low, but Hades even lower. It needed an ace clutch. Chopper denies. And that one's gone a little south for Ence.
Noisy again on top of main, behind red, flashing fast. Snappy is loving the pace here, but he goes down again. Mia with the opening exchange. Dexter, wild taps from heaven. Door will swing open, that smoke will get lobbed on out. That will give passage to the back of the bomb box. But meanwhile, Team Spirit have been working on some information of their own.
So they'll at least get this bomb down. Magix and his partner in crime walking into this crossfire. Diha should be responsible for this. Oh, lovely hold the tight line. Magic's trade. SDY kept honest. Magic's really with it all to do at this point. Dexter's low, and they're both there. Oh, it could very well have been the double. Dexter's surely not going to try anymore now. With 10 HP, he'll back up.
Dodo, down the vent.
Uncontested. He's got the bomb on his back as well, and they'll even take one for good measure. SDY kept honest. Dexter actually finds the headshot on that scout for the last tail end of that descent. Diha traded. And outside yard is Mir. Lovely find. He's walked on up. This is good. You smoke lower side. That's surely going to force some rotations, or at least Chopper to commit to the site a bit.
Yeah, they need somebody to go down the vent here. That Molly is selling it even more so. Oh, and that was it. Hades had to make that kill. This round is looking over now. They have to go into the lower side. That smoke will start fading shortly. Dodo has another one to throw on down, but they're just going to get mobbed by 4.
Yeah, this one kind of fell apart for Ence, and this was, as you discussed, double eco territory. Spirit have chosen to force, and it's come real easy. He's even faking it out.
Gotta get that down. They need the money.
Not going to be an easy one. Spinks would have to have a real pop-off here. And he's pushing on up. Similar positions where shortcomings arrive. Doto, very necessary on the headshot. Spinks can close the gap. His responsibility is decon. Dexter still a problem. And Doto needs some very quick headshots. That's exactly what we're talking about.
Oh, dearie me. Okay, well, this should be the 4-4. Scores on the doors momentarily should be tied on up. And again, they just ravage through this top side. Not going great for Snappy there. Immediately goes down, but Spinks mops up some of the mess. Some things coming out. It's getting dangerous. 2v2. Okay.
Gosh, guys.
This is really rough, this fast stuff.
It's a bit rough around the edges. It's a little rough around the edges.
It's my type of counter. Like, I enjoy this. Furia love this.
Nothing spotted. No trigger pulled. And 3 members, make it 4, going for a yard take here from Ence. So another look at their style. Oh, Khmer jumped on Doto with more high impact. Dexter will find the first, but there's a chance he walks into the AWPer there, and Hades can't believe his luck. He's been given the pick. Okay, so just next time I'm asked to hold lobby, this is acceptable.
Yeah, you just have to say, listen, boys, when we come back, they can be everywhere.
SDY, 1 for 1. They have the low site now. The rotate will have to come in. No one from Spirit's moved a muscle. Snappy can go either way.
Yeah,
looks like he wants to go top. And it's left them the bomb if Hades doesn't hit this. No, Magix has ruined them. Spinks forced to come up clutch. Chopper's in the off angle. Does he have the control? Jesus. He does not.
Hades and Spinks, they're definitely on the peripheries right there, but back we go. Just another brute force into top. They really love these hits. Oh, and they can't even deal with SDY.
Yeah, Magix again with his just constant double.
Whoa!
Damn! Dexter catches him through the box. Snappy was fully hidden. Doto does well to get the bomb down. Shotgun at this range won't be fun. You can see he's kind of got a bit of a Sophie's choice between shotgun and D. That'll do better. AK-47, where he's not only gotten the weapon, he's gotten away. He's gone for an ambitious angle over that smoke. Counting on his teammate to find Mir. Good contribution. Another drop through, though. He's not looking for him. Dexter does go down.
Huge.
More from Doto. And only Mir. No time for this one. He's lost his teammates. Just pulled out of the server by that AK. Doto does it all.
SMG's pistols forced by the Spirit and Mir up close towards Yard this time round. He's hearing all of this.
Yeah, this is going to really... I mean, if they don't have one person responsible for this...
Spinks killed Lobby and killed Spinks. Oh.
They've even killed Doto as well.
Oh.
Don't get the trade. Mir gets away. Ence are dropping like
This is
flies.
messy.
This is supposed to be against the anti-force. Snappy just about keeps it competitive. Flank can come in. Snappy will surely not be considering this. And there's the element of surprise. Hades to come up clutch. They're so low. He should have a good shot at this. They just need a bullet each. And it's not enough. Dexter just strafes out. And see something. He's working with a small gap. Molotov doubts. He's opened the doors. He's doing everything he can. Snappy's just better. Chopper doesn't provide anything. And neither does Dexter. Doto's up to his old tricks.
His impact has been insane. Bomb's about to go off. AK and M4 to be saved.
That shotgun is just potent at the right range, and there's nothing better than this corner. Ouch. Blood splattered all over the lower side.
He's been playing some danger zone.
And here they come. Top 8 into Deagles. It's a recipe for a disaster. Magix is a problem. He's hit another shot. Spink's looking the wrong way. Too many targets. Ence starting to lose men too fast. Doto
Not again, mate. Not again.
Is he going to save them?
Come on now.
It's Hades and Doto. Maybe we shouldn't be writing them out just yet. Hard shot. Magix is so quick. Doto with the 1v3. Ace clutch required. He's into the shotgun, and SDY is having none of it. It's like, so those last 5 rounds, it's like when you see fighters kind of look at each other and say, you want to go? You want to just start swinging? They just windmill at each other. Both teams windmilling right now. He has found the opening frag, and it's Snappy's Tech 9. You told me he's a bit of a fan of the Tech 9.
Yeah, he loves it.
Good God, I mean, I saw Magis made that Tech 9 look very convincing when he got 2 taps on 2 ramp players from the bomb.
Okay, Ence win around round number 7, then back to Spirit, then back to Ence, back to Spirit, back to Ence, back to Spirit, and now back to Ence.
I love Chopper's position to actually punish the hunt. He's 10 HP, dude. He's 10 HP, Hades. Just put 1 bullet on him. 1!
There we go. Guaranteed. But they know what they've lost.
Patience is a virtue. And you can see the virtuous Doto. And even Snappy up heaven to have a little glance. And oh, bloody hell. Mir's not interested in that. That will get them a little high alert.
Oh, and they're flashed off as well. They have to go. They have to go.
This is it. No time for anything else. Last round of the half. Yep, running into the meat grinder that is the AKs, the AWP, and it's all ramped up. 8. Ence will take it. They win their T-half here on Nuke. Stepping into the fray up against Team Spirit. This time on the defense. Double. Kimbo pistols are out, and already SDY and Mir are handing out headshots. What, is this just why SDY plays with the door?
Where was Spinks?
Oh, it didn't check his corner, and there's the quickest pistol we've had on Nuke. There we go.
Quite work out what the tone of the bell in the boxing ring is. It's like ding ding, but I think it's not as high pitched. Anyway, we're simulating the top rushes again. Out Spirit go, and this time, well, not a lot of resistance whatsoever. Completely stuck outside of the site. Doto's about to find himself dead through the smoke. And there it is, and well, now it might just be a save. That happened very quickly again.
All right, I like this. At least it's fast.
Chad, that's
if you
right.
have faith, you'll find your dragon.
Yeah, and every time you say a fairy's not real, that one of them dies.
Nice one, mate.
See ya, Tinkerbell. Was it Julia Roberts who played Tinkerbell?
She didn't speak. Why would Julia Roberts play her? Did she speak? I don't know. Here's a Deagle. Never mind, it's a scout.
Was it Julia Roberts?
Tinker, the original Peter Pan.
I think so.
She just shook her bum.
I don't think it's the original.
She
I
just
think
went
it's
like
the one with Robin Williams. I think that was just called
like
Pan.
a real life one.
Julia
Oh, that's
Roberts.
the Deagle I was talking about.
Tinkerbell.
Solid form from Diha and tested up for more. There's Magic's his next victim. Okay, Ence are making this one costly and very well could convert. Now don't forget, the first 2 rounds have gone Spirit's way. These boys are forced into a deco. An armored deco, and OD is going to be a bit remiss to not have it connected that one. Chopper on the repeat could get him. Here he comes to swing. Nice find. Not quite done, now it is. Spinks will take the AK for his hard. This is his duel. That's what it's been waiting for. Yeah. Ooh,
What a clear that was.
Tip of his head. Works it wonderfully. Hades in trouble now, and they might just pull the as an underproduct of your setup. You even acknowledged that they were kind of giving them the site, hinging on Doto for impact, and bloody hell.
Doto's spot, think about it with me, everybody at home for a second. When he's watching those stairs, he's hoping that somebody walks up, overextends, and then he can get them as they're clearing elsewhere.
Here we go. So they're going to go do a top pop, it seems. SDY's lining up for another nade as well. Spinks going to be burning. I think he's safe on top. Oh, dropping into the flame though, and at this point, it's SDY that's the furthest forward. Now Doto knocks him for 6, and they're running out of players. He knows where you are, Hades, and will at least have a chance for the first. Dexter and Mir, 2 versus 5. First found as he maneuvers towards the heaven.
Is anyone watching?
No, not right now.
Oh.
Snappy should have no issues with that.
Yeah, that's not a bad spot to be Mustang to be watching Heaven from. Bit of an American call there. I guess Mustang doesn't even really exist anymore. Sources left there where right or wrong, but Mia from the hut cannot profit.
Diha.
Toes.
Spotted out and eliminated. Mir exploits the gap they manufactured. Now forces Hades to post up for this. He's actually dropping a smoke to play around. Oh, just as he looks away, adjusts, but he will pay his price. Any moment, just as he looks away, Chopper. And now SDY should have a free frag into the spine. Does catch Chopper beforehand. Snappy has such an element of surprise if they do opt for top. Just a pixel angle, good from Doto. Oh, he's lost Snappy though. And at 2 HP, he will just fall. Chopper remains hidden, and the body of the assault descends. Diha for the info. Hades does eventually catch him on that mini roof. Diha gets the info. Darts up to play defensively. And swinging in. Nice headshot delivered. It's onto Snappy and his MP9 suited to the task. They'll have to disrespect it, and they will.
He's in a lot of trouble. He's going to get caught in no man's land.
Oh, and his spray is good for 1. SDY using that Galil. The only real rifle for them to play with here on this force buy from Team Spirit. He was the one that kind of incited this team to purchase, so the fact he's got the first is a good sign. There he goes. Time to play with the Galil. Dexter equips it, and it's just Snappy. No issues from him until Mir and his late arrival. He knows exactly what to do. Closing the gap. Ready for them both. They do adjust swiftly, and now Choppers and the bomb. He doesn't have to rush this. He's got too many targets. They're jumping all over him. Doesn't have the bullets. Ence will make it 12.
Team Spirit have to take a bit of a knee here, and they're just going to try for a top pop. Diha could farm with that.
Oh, those blocks felt very deadly. His MP9 was supposed to be singing.
2 objectives. Winning the round is great. If they can't do that, they have to get that bomb down.
Dexter ahead of the util and tries his luck. Spinks says no. Get the hell out of my sight. Mir, however, working on his magic from main. Diha's responsibility to house him here. There is a small window of opportunity. Diha's caught Chopper as well. Mir looking for revenge. And delivers it. And wow, he does adjust swiftly.
Worry about the red push as well as... Oh, spotted. Mia, chance. And Spinks, nice shot from range. It's just Magic's to find, and Spinks will finish him off. So a great round there. Bit of a position Certus there. Way to start this round. So Mia is continuing to be persistent yard. He's got across the secret with a kill and a rifle.
Depths of the site with 3 players here to deal with top. Here comes the top pop through the vents, through the squeak. Spinks does well, as does Doto, and they are falling, dropping like flies.
Even when he gets that control, they're not able to profit too much success from it. Deep smoke towards Yard. So this is a different look at the aggressive ramp play. SDY's down. Hades changing the pace, and Spinks wants more.
Yo, going for some real hyper-aggression. Why not when you've got a couple of extra rounds to play with? And there's Chopper, booked by Spinks. They have to worry about the silo flank now. He's already evaporated. Diha going in for some more aggression.
Look at this.
Ence just want to finish it right here and now, and I love it. What a flavor to finish. Is this the finish? It should be. Mir, however, making it competitive as best he can. Smoke is faded, and he surely will too. The lights fade out of his eyes as Ence secure their map.
Moses, what a crazy way to finish things off, though. I mean, one player in particular we were standing out for Ence was Dodo, putting up some phenomenal kills, phenomenal clutches, but all in all, I feel like we saw so many players across both teams have their own individual moments.
Well, I think that's why it felt chaotic, is because a lot of it felt like did come down to some individual rounds and individual efforts in those rounds, and a lot of that I think is due, especially on the CT side, Spirit still like dealing with some, getting effective maps deeper into their pool. CT side on Nuke, they have a tough time getting down to that lower bomb site. They prefer to kind of, at times, give it a little bit and be able to find ground elsewhere, push outside instead of rotating through ramp room, but they do seem to miss those timings to get down and properly defend that lower bomb site, and when that's your primary strategy, your opponents are going to read it. So I thought Ence came in with a really good game plan on their T side, and obviously things still could have gone wrong. Spirit started this out really well, 4-1, and that's when Dodo kicked in. He does end the game with, 25 kills, but it's not even necessarily about the number of kills throughout the match. It's 3 specific rounds, I think, all in the first half, maybe 1 in the second half, that were just absolutely wild. This one right here, the entrance, he finds some of these kills. He's absolutely massive at securing this round. He wins this 1 versus 3 is absolutely magnificent.
Mir lingering in the tons. We are seeing a bit of CT aggression from Spinks and Diha. And they actually catch a glimpse of Chopper.
Dear.
Great shots, and the round's falling apart.
Yeah, that was nice and quick. I think Chopper was the one with the utility there, right out towards the B-bomb site, so he's gone.
Go on, go on.
Now just one more head to find. So this has happened very quickly. Now, this veto conversation is we have Dexter about to attempt the first.
Up short, he does take a little chunk out of Chopper. And the MP9, perfect weapon for the job, only gets 3. Only gets 3. They're coming and knocking here on the long doors. And Hades has hit some sort of no-scope headshot to start us off. He was detached from the pack. He's found, I think he pushed mid-doors.
He pushed lower dark?
Yeah, he's actually on P4.
With his scout?
I think they know it's the all-in long, and he's managed to get himself all the way around.
Cross ramp. They can use those nades for the site or the ramp. All 2 players transitioning Gandalf, and they've even caught Chopper.
Drop the smoke if they need something to play around. Spink still has one. Nade land right at the nose. SDY running out of teammates. They're boosting nicely now, and he's looking the wrong way. This is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Smoke on Chopper will be deployed now. Dexter drops a lurk smoke as well, and they'll start to pincer in. Flying up to the flank. Timing is good for Spirit, and they're struggling to finish their shots. There we go. They've got chance, a little bit of room to move to get the bomb down. Ence will have to play retake here, and there's some weapons have fallen into enemy hands. SDY armored and equipped.
They have 2 flashes here to work with, but Snappy, the one without a flash, is the only one going from doors.
Oh, well played by Chopper. He's even tagged up Doto, warding them off the site, and it will be Team Spirit making this one theirs. They want to contain Mir again. He's up to his usual tricks, and a lot of flack caught by SDY and Mir. Spinks is even connected onto the B-Tons player. So now we're cooking with gas in terms of Ence bouncing straight back.
It's going to get awkward. Diha's going to stand and fight here. He's not going to fall back. They're going to contest this here, Ence.
Yeah, and the one is going to be fine. Committed to this now, and you can see he's just dancing away from all that trace of fire. I think he caught 1 bullet. Walking through.
The lineup.
Diha does get more than 1, 2 in fact, and the flash is good. He didn't see him in the corner, works it out and finishes it off.
Some massive balls to hang around. They even tried to molly him out of position. Snappy not going to find the frag. Tucked in behind the box. Magics will survive. Very, very careful. The barrel might get spotted by Chopper. This is going to be difficult. Might get baited into this by the upper dark presence.
Gonna get seen by Chopper.
Run! Oh, Diha with the save. That is huge. The trust right there.
What a rescue. Go on, Hades. You
This
get a
is
peek around
curious.
this. I like
Very
the
curious.
angle and already finding magics.
Creative.
Very creative. He's got more to provide as well off the flash. And oh, he did isolate. SDY's still alive. That's the bomb as well. And steadies his aim for a conversion.
Do you think he loves these guys as much as he did the full finish roster, or are these guys more like they're adopted? You know, he loves them.
Are you suggesting you wouldn't love adopted children as much as your own children? That's
No, I don't know. They're just not your own flesh and blood, Alex. That's all I'm saying.
I understand where you're coming from. I think there's definitely a part of him that was very in love with the whole idea. Hang on a second. Diha is being tested by 2 different angles. It's really not the perfect weapon for the job.
No.
You can't lose another one of these. You can't lose another one of these.
Oh, no.
You're losing one of these. Dexter's dig is too much. And from behind, they do strike. Chopper doesn't finish his meal. Magix does.
They got themselves an early gun round. We've seen them already have a couple, and here we go one more time. A very, very fast biff down middle for Cat and mid control.
Yeah, they're doubled up on short, though, and the flash is good. Doto for 1. Hades being pushed. Still gets it. Vision must have just returned in time to adjust.
Avant-Garde smoke 2. Molly towards the ramp, Molly towards A ramp, and, well, they're giving it a go. Oh.
Dear, dunk down. I don't know how Hades will explain that one, but they're into the site now, and Spinks is the one that's making it difficult from arm's length on long. He tries to contest. They know the jump from Snappy was there. Swinging very wide. Good edge, and Diha does trade. Door smoke out. Spinks readies himself to strike. Diha for the first contact. Spinks starts to unload his mag. It's good damage.
Lots of damage.
And it's Diha with the lethality. Double so far. Another one onto Diha. 3 to his name as they do enter the site. A bit fluffy from Snappy. He didn't hit his shots and loses his head. And now a problem. Chopper's holding the tons push. SDY will be allowed to get the bomb down. It's only an MP9, but the MP9 sings, and so does Doto. Smile on his face. 2 to find for SDY. 1 closing the gap. He's got close very quickly. Poof. And it's a dunk.
A nade!
What a perfect calculation.
Oh, come on now, Doto.
Oh, Diha, what are you up to? They're boosting for the AWP peak. Dexter's with a nade, and oh, he's cooked perfectly as well from Hades. This actually could hurt. This could be the end for Ence, unless Doto can find 1 now. He's trying everything he can, but there they go. Just like that.
Spinks is
still here, and SDY's his first victim. Doubles to finish it.
You're bang on. So this is probably better than not. That's a Doto peak. I haven't seen one of those before. Just have to get to a major final, I think.
Yeah, you know, he sees Doto. That's enough. He's got the finish flag on it. And they've got Snappy, at least delivering 1. Now, Hades will have to play more passive now. He doesn't get overrun by wide strafing deagles and a quick bop from Dexter's scout. But this wall of smokes will only get you so far. You have to get across that pesky secondary line. Hades does have the AWP, but Dexter Scout's the one to connect. He's vulnerable now, and he's given up the site. SDY will punish in the one way. It is Doto, however, that stops the first. Now, bombs on Mir. Mir is low, but they are hitting everything they have to. Here's the flank to finish it all. Bombs loose, and only 1 remains. It's on to SDY. 2 to find, dancing around. It's high pressure. He needs headshots, and it's not to be.
I'm just curious what are Ence going to do right now, because so far they are clustered towards CT and the bridge. Diha's now playing in the site. Remember Snappy's molly to keep this awkward. More shots are missing, and here comes the cross. It's all about to hit the fan.
Drop the one way. It's going to be down in time, and so for survival. 1 for 1. Time-sensitive mission now, about the 30-second mark. Mir is across and elevated. Whoa! Diha throws some aggression into the mix of his own.
The flank's still coming.
It is. He's closing the door slowly. Dexter to peeking. Does get the info. Spinks will have to be careful now. And the great spray control bests the AWP. Now they're open for the flank. They're very vulnerable. Spinks falls to Chopper, and again in the 1v1. It's going to come down to timing.
Coming.
Here they come. Spinks, all to do, does get completely flashed off, and the site is theirs already. Off the flash in response. He peeks out for nothing. Crosshairs were in the right place. Snappy's on the rotate through, looking the wrong way. An easy frag for Mir to find, and it should be Spirits round all day of the week.
I'd be happy with, to be completely honest. This has been a difficult half for them. 5 rounds on the nose.
We got the write-up for that one, actually.
forcing this U2 out early.
Oh, and they're pushing mid, and oh, damn, D has Deagle's threatening. That's the bomb spotted on Chopper.
What's he to do?
He's gonna get pre-fired. He's gonna get shot in the bottom.
Oh, help me, guys, please.
Maybe not. He's caught nearly 2. Dexter's his next victim. Spinks above and beyond the Call of Duty. He's jumped on, dinks another, and that's the round.
This is definitely falling apart at the seams right now. Another buy with not everything right now for Spirit. In a way, they go out long. They get the opening. Mir has opened up the exchange. Snappy has to fall back, and the pressure's still coming. Well, Hades is leaving middle now as well. Diha's starting to get a move on. And again, note how much utility there is for them to try and thwart this long take. Oh, this time Hades not getting away with his life. Dexter finally lands a clean one. And a 3-on-5. Should be 4. Needs to be 4.
They're not expecting another roar. Oh dear, can't hit the shot, and he won't get many more opportunities like that. Dexter collects a freebie. And so Team Spirit looking for their 4th, just 2 clicks of the mouse away. End this half on a high. A rather scarce high. It's been rather absent from the Team Spirit T half. Molly and nade towards Goose, not bad. Doesn't quite force matches out of line. 11 for Ence, though, on this defense. It really has put within touching distance, finishing it on the guaranteed Spirit map. 11-4, all right.
The individuals have had their moments. They just haven't been getting it done as a team. And the 11-4, Ence are looking like they want another.
They were ready for that one. Just a quick click of Hades' mouse, and down goes Dexter. You can see 1xBet odds on your screen. They are disastrous for Team Spirit fans and those that expected this one to be at least going to 3. Diha, something. Magic's way more. Oh my God, multiple targets.
Come on.
He's nearly done it all.
He's still going.
He's still going, leading bullets more than anything else. The only separating factor from his frags is the amount of bullets in his pistol. 1v2 for Spinks as the taps come in.
Oh, he's under so much pressure.
Yeah, and it's not going to be easy to plant. He's considering it. He could get swung on. Takes the Gormir into the line of fire. It's SDY that takes the shot.
U2 forward as well, and that smoke might actually help them as part of this execution. Here we go.
Yeah, they'll flash through it and go through SDY's vision, and he's got nothing. Okay, they have the sight already. Doto just gets a blind one through the smoke.
Oh, dearie me.
Okay, it should all fall apart here. There's weapons to be retrieved, there's rounds to be won, but Team Spirit only the pistol to boast before it's taken right back.
More of these force spikes, who would have thunk it?
Loud about it as well. And multiple men's, multiple angles. Good molly as well from the Brick's position.
You can make it very, very awkward here. How much more are they going to get? Up close and personal. Tech9 not going to land from Snappy this time round.
That's a really nice crouch. You might want to have a look at this. They've got a kit on Magics. They find one now. And they find bullets instead.
Hold up a second.
Oh, chopper. Absolutely booked by Hades. The trajectory of the smoke giving him a nice early warning, and he hasn't stopped. There's more AWP frags in the feed. This one's just going to peter out into nothingness.
Now they can just go towards A. It's just Dexter here on his lonesome.
Yeah, he's getting swung on by Long, so he doesn't even get a chance. SDY and Mir just running fast, and Diha tapping away.
The sun will come out.
Tainted love.
I like that flash. It's a bit nerdy, but doesn't get them a lot. Snappy goes down. The bomb is just on the other side. It's Molly. This might get a bit awkward.
The reality is the CT aggression here, the little late and away boost is exactly what he's pre-aiming. You're so gross. And they get them both.
What's being SDY only as a scout is going to have to bang off so many heads here.
Good start, needs more, way more. Does go 1 for 1.
Left, right, good night, coming on in.
A couple more clicks, and that one comes real easy, as does the second, not to be, Magic's. Low HP. Plenty of time, he's not in a rush. Spinks should have him to the right here on the elevated angle. And it's D had to collect Ence. All right, now that is a statement. They're here to stay.
man, Ence's esteem is going to rise really, really well. And remember, the conversation around them too was they've been playing in so many lower tier events, but doing well in them. But because of the level of their competition, they're not able to gain points to rise up the ranks swiftly enough and as much as they'd like. This is the event. This is the big event for them that says we can climb the ladder here. We can shove ourselves into the top 15 from mid-20s. And certainly with performances like this, they're going to gain a huge boost in that regard.
Now you guys are 2-1 in the groups. What would it mean to you personally, not just Ence, but you personally, to help get your team through to qualify yet again into the playoff stage here of Pro League?
Feels good. I'm really happy because we managed to like bounce back from the first game. So I'm really happy that we're getting the wins, and it means a lot to qualify and see how far we can go.
So you guys banned Inferno first. It happens to be Spirit's worst map in their pool, so I was just kind of scratching my head wondering what it could have been that prompted the Inferno ban, taking that out and letting them have Dust 2. I just didn't know if you had any thoughts or any insight in that.
So was I, but it's like the big brains, So and Snappy doing the veto.
Yeah.
So they prepared us well for the game, and we just like did what the plan was, and we pulled it off well.
What was like something that you saw out of Spirit that you could try and exploit on Dust 2? They're so good on it, and I know from playing them in the past, they're a team that can be very slippery on the map. So did you notice something that you personally really thought you could take advantage of?
Yeah, they peaked quite a lot. Like they over peaked sometimes. So like we knew if we like stand the ground and expect mainly the B splits, we should be like fine.
We have our next match coming up here in just a few moments of time. It's Vitality taking on Heroic. Both teams currently sitting at 2-0. And you know what? Forget the match of the day. This is the match of the week for me. This is the match of the group.
Yeah.
Because the winner of this most likely going to be coming out of this overall #1 seed. I don't normally give you two compliments when it comes to fashion, but I am digging what both of you are wearing today.
Yeah.
Yeah, Harry's got a backwards cap as well.
Yeah,
He's really
dude,
rocking it. The dick look.
Yeah. No, that's exactly it. I'm going for the biggest knob in esports, right? And I think I'm living up to that right about now. You know, then we have like it's quite a good contrast to the lovely folks over on the desk.
Yeah.
Right? Moses is lovely. He's probably the smallest knob in esports, right? So it's good. This is a great matchup as well, Hugo. Right? I want to home in on Vitality. They've had it.
Somewhere Blez out there right now, just like, what are you talking about?
They've.
Just look at yourself, Harry.
So look, we had this great start from Vitality. Look, Jason, man. Just let me get on with my point about Vitality, all right?
Your whole point of the segment so far has been talking about knobs.
Zywoo's in that second. Yes! That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do, Jason. Come on. I called you a testy that one time. I don't want to have to do it again.
Look, I think let's just move on from that.
Hugo, please, just save me, right?
This is a banging game, and I'm going to tell you the reasons why. We'll let this guy hide out in the back line as well. Both these teams flawless right now, Harry, right? Keep that in mind. Both these teams flawless. The only flawless teams in Group A.
The winner of this is in like the driver's seat going into the last day of who's going to be moving on in that first seed territory, going into the final matchup, all those three matches at the same time.
I don't normally ask for predictions. I'm just curious to see what's going to be played between these two teams.
I think the last time these two teams played, it was Overpass and Nuke, but that's all the way back in like May. So we're going to get Vertigo right out of the gates for Vitality. That's been a map historically they've been relatively dangerous on it, and Heroic's going to go back to a comfort pick of Nuke, which is not too bad. I'm really pumped for that Vertigo match as well, especially considering Heroic banned Dust 2.
Okay, so Vertigo, Nuke, and Inferno are going to be the three maps coming up. And most likely, if we're to be completely honest, this is probably one of the matchups we expect to definitely go the full, the full 30 rounds, if not more than that, the full 3 maps in the series.
Russell with the double L at the end, and look at this. A little boost for Cadian early to try and repel this fast A pistol round. Ooh, no! That's so awkward. Shox turns on a dime and Cadian's out of the round already. Vitality with 2 openers going their way, and considering Heroic had so many players stacked towards this side of the map, this is not how they wanted it to go early. Down and refresh. They're here with responses. And they continue to put up the goods on the side of Heroic. It's Apex all alone in this 1v2. He's got time on his side, but that is the only thing leaning in favor of Vitality here. 1 minute and 5 seconds left roundabout now. He's trying to dodge them. He faked the ramp run back and has now rooted himself up through short. He's going to get sandwiched between the sandbags and elevator, and unfortunately he catches a whiff or refreshes position. And they're joint top of the group, right?
Cadian, what on earth are you doing, you absolute animal? And no one's watching anything. Oh my goodness, 1, 2, and maybe everyone. Cadian finally does fall, but that's a great job. He found the bomb. He knows Vitality were defaulting leaning A, and there's still players to be spotted. Presume mid is empty, and they presume correctly it's going to go very badly for Vitality.
Oh,
okay, that's one way to do it.
Double up through the plywood. All right, fair enough.
The full.
You're hoping for a 3 map.
I'm hoping for a 3 map, especially with Bono to follow. Oh,
Cadian!
Oh, the flick
yay!
back. That's a whiff for Apex. He's not going to be happy with that one. But again, it's only an eco. It shouldn't be setting Vitality up for a round anyway. It's down, off angle, and they double peek him. Good trade off of Masuta's Deeg, but his teammates are falling in the meantime. They back at him mid with the bomb.
Here we go. Cadian over here in middle. Locks it all in. For Masuta, not really much left to do, is there? He's just going to get churned up by the MP9. Here they are, just with 5 AKs, mid-aggression. I like this, right? They're on a bonus round for Heroic, so they take a bit of a gamble. They go, look, right, we're just going to beat them on a numbers game over in middle.
The fight for his life in this round. All this in the meantime. Shox is lurking up mid. He's found Stown swinging out of A. B is empty, and Vitality seem to be aware. Is the time?
Yeah, 10 seconds, but with Tessa's melted right away, you know, they're going to get that bomb down. It's all good.
Heroic, you know, they just make a read. Not, you know, in that round at least they had like full A ramp from, I think it was Shush peeking down, and that allowed a 4-man stack or 3-man stack on B. This time they just gambled. They didn't have the info.
Vitality, they're respecting the smokes. They're pretty measured here. Oh my word, Masuta's going to spam Tessa's out through the short smoke to take this engagement. Now Cadian has wrapped back around, now playing on top of the body of his fallen comrade, and ZywOo is going to remove that AWP from play. But for how long, right? When an AWP's dropped and ZywOo's low, I'm imagining he's wanting to pick that up all damn day, and he will. Now with the AWP in hand, Masuta is naded out at ramp. So this round isn't over and done with just yet. Stown over here on short. They don't know about him, and he's picked up a double. Suddenly, ZywOo with 12 points of health, and this retrieved AWP has got to do it all for Vitality.
If there were any man for the job, but can he grab the quick 1v1 before the single bullet comes in? The molly as well causes problems. ZywOo sits in it. There was nowhere to go. He stepped back into the wall.
Cadian scoped up towards ramp, and he's got a lot of boys in this A-bomb site with him. Oh, Stown, it's a lot of damage, but only 1 kill. Regardless, Vitality, there's a lot more that you've got to break your way past to get into this A-bomb site. Now they learn about Tessez, who's fighting inside a default. He's getting wrapped from behind, and Apex is clean with the entries. Shox has seen this wrapping player, but with only 15 seconds, Apex time is his enemy right now. Bomb plant coming in. I tell you what, if one guy has been able to stand the test of time, I was going to say, it's been a guy like Apex, but just too fast, right? They know he has to plant. There is a Molotov on Masuta, so that's going to go in to clear him out. I like the reaction out of Tessez, swinging immediately, actually draws the attention away from sandbags and lets the player that was there in refresh get out of danger.
Little pop flash for Cadian. Jump throw, they're going back. Oh, it's lovely, but ZywOo full blind hits the shot.
That's cracked as hell.
Yeah, they weren't ready for another man, though. If anything, you might want Refresh to die in this position. Stown, almost a lineup. One's good. Refresh, can he activate before Cadian gets found? No, Cadian's dead. They know there's another man. Orb taken, and the shot hit for Refresh leaves Kyojin in the clutch, and no time to do it.
Yeah, he's got 10 seconds. Come on, man. This one's for the frag movie. Kyojin put one in the tank. Bomb going down, and Refresh is going to wrap him. 1 HP, and this guy still offers up 2 kills. And, you know, it's not uncommon to see a lot of A plays on Vertigo. It's just right now, the moment Heroic are getting this contact, they're going, right, let's bring 4 over to A.
Yeah.
We can kind of go laps on the mid control, right?
Oh, give them a break. Oh, my God. Things that Vitality aren't ready for yet or have yet to see in these rounds. Pushed all the way down ramp. Don't tell me he's going to go.
That nade? Oh my gosh, was a double nade into the back of ramp, bringing 3 players
to 30.
Down 70 each.
210 damage-ish.
Oh, it's down up. Oh, over in middle. Get out of here, Vitality. This is not your map pick anymore. Heroic, they're looking to plant the Danish flag at the top of Vertigo. His presence alone is enough to make you worried about a B play. Well,
the flash didn't even
by
work.
Shush, and yeah, the flash didn't even blind him. The other guy, though, that's doing a bit of default in here is Kyojin, out in middle, right? He's on a little journey trying to disrupt some of these rotations, and while this is going on, the ramp fights are coming in. They've turned their attention away from middle. They have not been used to seeing Vitality use this area. So Kyojin, he could do a lot or he could do nothing, and it's going to be the latter. Just checks for him, and it's just Apex left in the blink of an eye.
And even with finally Refresh dying early on A, it didn't hold him back. Orp at sandbags down, quick shot, and he's got more in him, I'm sure.
Come on,
What?
Stan. Refresh, he burns out too. He's cooked Masuda and Kyojin, burned him to a crisp. Stown is still holding the sandbags. There's no getting through this A ramp hold. Shoxy all alone. Saying, we've only had 2 O's, but, you know, this should be the one that goes 3, right?
Not what I expected.
No, not at all. Flash doesn't blind Cadian. He knows about the second man, but he has lost Refresh here. Can Cadian hold on? No,
lovely.
Apex with the opener.
I like it.
That is the Apex we need to see. There's a third man, though. There's another Orb. Stown, so often, when you've killed Cadian, Stown is also there, trying to trade this, and he will trade it out. Stown.
There's 2 guys who are going to do the flash play again. Will Shox get blind this time around? Probably. It's a good flash, and it's a great kill. Shox still stands, but he gets tagged down. Shush gets out, and now it's up to Stown with a shot onto ZywOo. Goodbye, Vitality. Thanks for showing up at least. Nice tap out of Shox, but it's not going to mean anything in the long run. Yeah. Tesses. The boost up, and he reads it!
God.
He reads it!
This is just brutal. I don't even know if we should be getting excited anymore.
It's not fair. And his teammates still here as well. They heard him run back. Are they ready for a close crane player? Double Orcs down Acadian side by side. Might not be needed because Tesses is answering the call with a flashback in. He finds a third. It's 4 in the round. Looking for the ace. Shox
Wants to steal it. Acadian saying, look, mate. Remember, there's a chain of command in this team, and there he is. No ace for you, Tess says. But Heroic are up on a 12.
Now they're going to move in. Orp tucked close. That's a bit bonkers for me.
The run boost. All right. Shoxy off the top of the boost.
Oh my goodness. The dink.
3 dinks in middle, only 2 kills, and now these players on A are spotted. Kyojin, a 1v2.
Sounds alive, we're fine.
The best chances you've had at a round in the last 12. And Stown spotted, now brought down low as well. Missed shot to Kyojin. With both these players so damn low, the volley. Kyojin.
Kyojin finishes off Shush here on the left side, who's also very low, and Stown as well tagged up in the process of that 2-on-1. Now we go back into another important round, and ZywOo, wow, not said his name a lot, has found an opening kill. 4 and 13. It's a quiet one for ZywOo. Good trade for Kyojin, coming in over the top of balcony, back into B. Finally Heroic in hot water. First time we've seen it all half, it feels like.
Yeah, the bomb is...
it's fine. It's not fine.
ZywOo, okay, he does get one. Cadian dies trying to go through the smoke, but Tesses is still here. And while this is happening, Refresh is also over in middle, killing Kyojin. The alarm bells have already started ringing. Now Apex has got this kill locked in at least. Whole round has been designed by the architect in Tesses, and there's the collateral lineup at the end to find the double.
Shox re-aggressing to spot, wants to play up in their face, but the blocks are good up close, and Shox needs to hit instant headshots. He can't stand with a kill, and they overwhelm Masutra as well. 2 frags for free, make that 3. Refresh joins the party, and it's a 5-on-2. It's a done deal, surely.
It feels like it, right? The dominance set to continue. Can ZywOo do anything? He's getting wrapped in middle as well to make matters worse. Oof. Out of ammo. Kyojin in a similar spot. Heroic are just facing. They're trying to kill you. They want to get in your face. They want to really send this one home.
No question about it. You're not ecoing for overtime at this point. You're just trying to save face, and can they? Probably not. Cadian looking to take down the ramp players. ZywOo's D does activate, and Apex has also grabbed a kill elsewhere.
And now we need to see, you know, Vitality, more specifically here, Kyojin, can he go full Chumbawamba, right? He's been knocked down, but can he get back up again? ZywOo wrapping these players at ramp as well. And they might just die boosting, if I'm being honest. ZywOo is right here. Yeah, that's not gone well for him. This little force fight gonna come through for Vitality.
They can make this happen, and if they can't, I'll be a little worried. There's almost nothing to play with. One smoke and a bunch of ticky-techies. Vitality re-aggroing, but if they do, that's exactly what Heroic want. They're waiting with a trap laid in the yellow. Apex might find Shush here, and he does. Now the short push comes in, 3 Ts, and they're already waiting for it, and they will get delivered some death. Vitality, it's costly, but not enough to be a problem. And that's a clean round from them. 3 alive, all the guns kept forward. Moving into middle with 4. And Shox is here, looking to pad his stats. Boost up over the top. 2 men going over it. ZywOo and Masuta are there to deal with it. Shox, it's a bit of a messy spray. Double Glock kill. If you lose this round, I'm going to cry.
No, this should not happen. This should not happen. And it's all getting returned to normality. Maybe not, maybe not, right? He gets the reload off, and there it is. Kyojin's going to lock it in. 5 of Vitality. They're starting to build back up.
And ultimately, Heroic is still respecting the smoke, so they won't be in room to move. Kyojin locking down middle, traded out by Cadian. That's big for Cadian. He can just reset here, taking a 4-on-4. Vitality's eyes now pried away from the bomb sites, meaning Heroic can just pick one and group up and take it. They might come to them, though. Tessa's got to be careful. Quick kill onto gnarly. Apex, and now it's up to ZywOo.
Will he be able to get this trade? Masuta is even looking like he wants to try and peek down ramp. This late peek, he's been spotted by Tessez, who's trapped in the Molotov, and he might get caught out here throwing nades down ramp. But with the game we've had out of Heroic, I don't know. It's going to take something remarkable out of ZywOo and Shox.
Yeah, this backstabbing bit is ready as well. ZywOo, 2 kills, bomb dropped, and the time is ticking. Cadian gets the trade, but they need to prioritize the plant. Shox is coming in with an AWP. Smoke is good, gives a bit more room for Heroic to plant wherever they want, and it's 4 CT. Not knowing exactly where Shox is coming from. But there's only so many spots at this point. Bit of a gap, but not enough. Shox has got to go through. Cadian at this point is wrapping him, flanking through the hallways. Shox has swapped sides. Is he aware of the possibility? Smoke will give away his position. He turns back, but he's... quick shot from Shox. Can he get on the bomb? Maybe his stick is his best bet. He fakes it. He has time to do so. Shush is spamming the smoke, and he knows it's likely not a stick. Not yet. Shox trying to force the shot. Shush won't fall for it. Nade, and back on the defuse. It has to be a full stick. 5 seconds. Shush spams, and Shox has cover. He's going to get the round. Just about.
Because of where the bomb was planted for, that was all meant to fall to Cadian. But look at this, Vitality are keeping this aggression up. They're starting to feel a bit more comfortable here, Hugo.
Yeah, I mean,
is it too little too late?
Cats on the bag, Harry. You got nothing to lose. You got nothing to fear. This game is supposedly already over, so you may as well have fun with it. You may as well take liberties. ZywOo's doing exactly that. He's trapped in the corner between 2 Ts, and they will finally get their revenge. Let's see what the Danish robots, the AI, self-learning can accomplish. Moving back in and taking down the low Masuta. He was tagged earlier in the middle, and that's a nice trade for Apex. That's how it could have gotten out of hand if you were to fall there. Instead, Refresh, who ran back to check the flank, now has to do it all on his own.
They're not the scared team that you were up against earlier. Refresh, this is a rough spot to be in, and it's no secret he's been spotted. Will win that first fight onto Kyojin, but he's brought down low in the process. There's a nade on Apex. It's a bit of a question mark to me why that nade didn't go in while the bomb's being planted. That could have been the round over and done with. Instead, now Refresh gets that 1v1. Shox also with a nade. If he nades the bomb site, Refresh is dead. And here it comes, Gobi. He's still alive. And it's Shox to close it. USP wins the fight. A very destructive place to find yourself, and Vitality are just owning middle from the aggression. Finally, they're punished for it. Apex is going to trade out what he can, find an equalizer over here on A, and it has kind of meant Heroic have to taper off with this A aggression now. But being real, I think Refresh's deep position on the short side is going to entice Heroic to follow through on the A play, and they might come to regret that decision. It's still stacked to the 9s. ZywOo dead after 1, and Apex is going to get followed up onto. Shox is going to do it again to keep the comeback dream alive for Vitality. Surely Surely Shocks can't do it again. It's down to the 1v1 and just Shush left to beat. Shocks on for another one, and this time it's one clutch too many. Heroic finally get round 15. This is kind of worst case scenario for Vitality. They're gonna Hail Mary rotate everybody around, but this is a fake from Heroic. They're not committing onto the B play.
Tessus has heard the rotates, he's called them. The only question mark is the short player, but he spots him. And even though Tessus takes no shot, he tells his team to watch out. Tessus here to kill the rest of the rotates, and he started strong. Shock's gone, and it might just be the end of Vertigo for Vitality. Masuta doing his best to just grab onto what he can, but it feels inevitable at this point. One more kill ought to do it. Heroic's map pick and nuke waiting in the wings, and Kyojin looking to send us there. There it is, Heroic, a dominant victory.
A lot of the power obviously coming in my mind from Stown and Cadian with the 2 AWPs. I think they were brutal across the map. In middle, they were able to get picks when they wanted it. Over at the A-bomb site, they're able to put a stop to it, obviously with the help of their teammates as well. But those ops were seemingly just getting a kill or two every single round, and anytime Vitality wanted to go somewhere, it was way too costly of a price.
And yeah, here we are. We're on Nuke. It's it's the Danish battleground. And an immediate drop down the fence. They get past ZywOo. Ooh, but they don't get past Masuta. He finds a double. The bomb does get down at least. Bomb plant to follow. Oh. Also, where's Refresh in amongst all this? He's up on main roof. It's everyone through ramp. All 4 players for Vitality through this same position. Shush dead in the water. Tess says they are all over him. And now it is just Refresh. Last man standing, maybe. 1 on 3. He's got to fight back, but they're on the bomb. They're sticking it. He can't stop it from this position. And so Vitality, they're going to grab that little pistol round there. Great stuff for Masuta.
But an ace to start off, that's a very strong start for Masuta. Can he carry on with it, though? Heroic won't respect him. They go right in with a ramp rush on a force buy. 2 CTs here is a lovely little hold, and Apex needs more than one. He does drop the bomb, pistol out, and Apex is having a field day right now. Heroic's force buy locked out. And the nade, oh, yeah, that will do. Just Cadian now. And he's saving for the orb, so he's not even got much to play with.
And so Cadian not going to be able to get his hands on it.
And it's not a commitment. Even cleans out Refresh as well. Cadian, oh, it's getting messy. Mow down for Masuta, but there's the trade off the rifle. Now it's up to ZywOo's orb.
Okay, if you get the orb, like maybe you can do something here with Stown and Cadian still alive. Oh, okay. Now, yeah, this gets a little more interesting. Shocks waiting in dark, waiting patiently, is cleared by Cadian. This hero AK of Cadian, 3 kills deep in this round, brings it into a 2-on-2. Apex is out ramp already, and Stown deletes him with that recovered AWP. Just Kyojin left in the clutch.
Yeah, Kit, but no smoke. He's got to win his fights first and foremost. Door open, gives it all away. Now Heroic can set up appropriately, and Stown doesn't move a muscle, just hits the shot.
Or however you say it, however you say it. You know, that was the name of the massage move.
Okay, yeah. Oh, that's more like it. ZywOo, glass ult this time around, he even sits in the Molotov. ZywOo's so passive, Cadian can't find him. He's going to be able to cut rotates. Heroic need this entry though. Masuta, 1 dig, and they do trade him out, but that's a massive kill. It's keeping the advantage for Vitality. Apex can give it up. They still don't know where Cadian is. And they're even charging them down through the Molotov. It's not gone well. Just can stick the bomb. There's no one here to stop it, and Tessus is taking space.
What? They've gone by each other. Ships in the night, Hugo, ships in the night, and now they learn about ZywOo. He turns his lights on for a moment, and he lights him up like a Christmas tree. Just Kyojin again in another one of these clutches, and he can't get out the clutches of Heroic.
Was he thinking about buying an AK, or was it more like, okay, I know they have an orb, therefore they're playing like this, and I can get away with more? It's going to be a quick, clean one on the A site. ZywOo in the vent, last to fall. If anyone peeks default, they're dead. Meanwhile, Apex doesn't know, but Refresh is right behind the main side. He's been spotted. ZywOo peeks his head out and takes down Tessus.
Oh, it's really looking like a Vitality. They are 3 men here. Refresh has just gotten off the top of T-roof and misses the ZywOo push. Masuta with a mow down. And it's all left onto Cadian. They know where he's going. They know the kind of real estate that he's got, and he's got very little time as well. He's low on health. Cadian should be hard-pressed to find anything, and Apex just swings him there to lock it in.
Don't know where the other one went. Maybe it'll be a right click, or maybe it will never happen. Apex sees a shadow and he spams, only gets one, and now it's all up in the air.
Oh, that's a nice trade out of Shush.
Up the vent.
Down comes up through the vent as well, yeah. Nasuta spotted in heaven. Nasuta has often been that guy. He's been the dude, and Stown's gonna flush him out. Cadian deals with the site player, just ZywOo! And he's so damn smooth with the flick. No flashes to set anyone up, you know, or to get a guy like ZywOo off of an angle. Instead, you've just got to win your fight straight up. And so Tess says, Will, if he beats Kyoj and he's seen him going back into the site, and so that's the call to pounce in. Shocks with a double. That's the bomb getting dropped as well. Suddenly, this is starting to go a bit pear-shaped for Heroic. They had all the pieces. They had everything going their way. And Stown finished off. It's Vitality.
Yeah, you know, it started strong for Heroic, and I don't want to take it away from them, but Vitality, a bit of a cold start for them. Once they started to feel it again, that's when we saw more of what we expect from this team. And they're going to have to whip it out in the next round.
Some kind of opener here, right? Like, even a bomb plant in this situation would be fantastic. I think it's pretty wishful thinking, right? Yeah. If you could somehow find a double on Cadian, you will have done damage to Vitality's money. So let's see. Oh, there's a nice Deeg shot. He's ready for Masuta there.
Watch the demo.
Lovely for Cadian. He's going to Molotov the vent to deny the rotation. They don't have a smoke to put that out. He is just mainly focused on doing damage, and he doesn't have any way to get past ZywOo's AWP. It should get finished off by ZywOo, and indeed it will.
Will Vitality get us there? Alexi B flash up into the A site. Fast they go. Down right out the door, and somehow he hits the jump shot on the landing, sticks it in the face of Vitality. 4-on-2, and the round's decided just like that.
Yeah, sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles, right? You're dealt one of these fast A plays, and if you don't win, like those first two engagements, if you don't win one of them, oh, you're in for a bad time.
An easy man to get past. ZywOo, though, when he get caught in the open, they'll surely trade him. Oh, no, they're lining up for a boost, and ZywOo's grab one. Can he get out in time? Jump is smooth into the vent, and they don't want to trifle with him.
Yeah, Apex is still waiting in main as well. He might get one with their back turned. It's a lot of damage, and yet still Refresh is able to quell the threat in main.
Good damage, at least.
Yeah, two of these players very low now, and yet still, Shush, one shot away from certain death, has removed Masuta. Suddenly this A bomb site is looking to be the focal point of Heroic. They do have Stown going down towards B, and yeah, they've changed their mind. They've read this one. ZywOo coming out through the vents, and he's caught looking the wrong way. The perfect timing for Stown. Not quite the double, admittedly. Cadian able to come in through the vent later in the round, is going to try and backstab Kyojin and Shocks.
Oh dear.
Bomb now planted down on B. Low HP on these on this AWP. Shoxy and Cadian meets them in the vent.
They wanted to save.
Mate, yeah, they fully stacked B. Like,
Heroic are in no hurry.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Worry.
You know, they can chill out.
Yeah, I've seen Stown go up the vents before, and they're going to come to them. Refresh waiting, and he gets delivered two, and a third grabbed as well. At this point, the red carpet's been rolled out, the doors have been opened up, and it's just ZywOo and York.
Oh, missed shot, and yeah, that's ZywOo out of there, wanting to try and save. Oh, and so they won't. Stown with a tiny little angle is going to take his head off. The AWP now removed.
Masuta, maybe cut your losses, get out of there, and Tess's from above, helped out by the spam from Shush, will find ZywOo outside. He's considering it, but Stown, timing, he turns back in, and the dink does nothing through the metal. Down to 60, no problem for Stown. 2 kills and all the real estate in the world. You've got Secret, you've got Ramp, you haven't got Lobby. And Stown tries to get it back under control. Shocks will not allow. However, with that information in mind, Heroic still grouped, move in towards Hell. Even when Heroic have realized the stacks are in, they've still dropped Ramp and ended up B. Now that kill will tempt them up the ladder, surely. And Apex might meet them there.
They're still going towards Ramp. They're still going towards Apex. Don't lose the bomb here, Shush. And he will just about hold on.
Yeah, I've just always loved watching Cadian lead on this map. There were 2 massive OT games, the Fury game, the big game. Both of them stick out to me for both those reasons.
Oh, that is brutal. All right. Oh my God, there's a smoke down and 2 players fall through it. Sadly, both of them are boys in blue. Vitality, they're losing players left and right. They can't seem to win a fight. Stown traded after 1. Masuta now donning an AK. That's the That's the only victory for him here.
Okay.
He is up on T-Roof, and they don't know about that. So there it is, 8-6. They do a good job.
They went absolutely crazy. Apex looking to get up and over the boxes, denied by Tessez. It's a question Vitality still don't have the answer to. Refresh will do both. Right under the nose of ZywOo, he snuffs him out. Kyojin trapped between a rock and a hard place, and Refresh catches him with a flash from Stown. Bye-bye, Vitality. This A site does not belong to you anymore. Masuta in another unwinnable clutch.
Considering there was a point in time where it looked like Vitality could have been the ones to run away with the half, Heroic will take that.
Fast out ramp, the ramp stack is ready, the nade is going in, and it's churning up T's. Good shot from Refresh, he is traded, and Tessis is now standing alone, not for long. Good entries for Vitality. They may have eaten the shrapnel of that HE from CT, but it's not stopped them.
Cadian gonna try and win a fight at ramp, and he will drop Kyojin from the round. Oh, that's so overzealous on the swing. He tries to grab the USP, doesn't want to have to get the reload off. This angle from Shox is gross, just hiding close left.
Smokes down, crossing coming through for Shox, but he's the only one to do so. Oh, Apex with an entry as well, catching Stown by surprise. Perfect.
Yeah, nice little double up for ZywOo. And once again, Cadian and his mate left up in a 2-on-5. Now 1v5.
So Vitality holding on, finding an 8. Anti-eco here. Gotta respect the smoke though. And with full util coming in, Vitality will own the top site and likely the round. Oh. Nice ding.
Yeah. Here's that flash. Can it get anything for Heroic? It's got to be the God flash. The God's plan from Tessez. Here it is. No. Kyojin with the mow down.
So unlucky. He literally turned as the flash came in. No info. There's no way.
Yeah,
that's
he was just looking at me.
Yeah, he's just checked it out. And like, oh, there's a flash. Perfect. 3 bodies. Thank you. They don't even kill anyone because then we won't get that orb for sure. Unless Masuta upgrades.
They throw a second smoke on the fly just to give the illusion that players are crossing there. And now the reality of this round was the A play. Heroic do still have 2 players here. The bomb drop is the first thing in. The trade onto Shush. Oh, Tessez trying to hold on to this A bomb site, and he will be needing some help from Cadian, who's wrapping lobby. Shox might have this kill locked in. The timing, yeah, he's gonna nail it. And now with the Heaven wrap already coming through for Apex, if Shox plants this bomb for Heaven, it should be an unwinnable round for Cadian. They hear the molly, they know he's here. He still gets that 1 kill. Now Apex has got to leave Heaven. He's got to come to the site to get the bomb. And Cadian just gets past the Heaven guy. He is. Apex running around. He's going to break the vent.
Oh, that's crazy.
Just gets down. Cadian's gonna give chase, follows him down the vent. Apex with the door now closed on Cadian's face, and he's planting on the side of the double doors. Cadian could have the round locked in with the swing. Oh! Apex just a little too wide. Yeah, a little partial investment for Heroic. Deegs out and a double push at the ramp side. Masuta gonna open up the ramp room. The lobby crunch is in though, and this MP9. Oh, and third for Shush. He's 6 HP while he's getting these kills. Now there's guns to be retrieved. Now there's something to fight with in this round if you're Heroic. And Vitality won't be ready for a secret play. They shouldn't, right? If you've seen this, you're thinking everyone is in lobby. Everyone went in with this push. Stown is about to blindside Apex. Shox could save him, but he's just a second too late. What? And Stown's going to pick up the round. Double on the Deagle.
Ramp they peruse.
Yeah. Oh, but this is where Cadian sits with that AWP. Now, there are more targets here trying to get close to Cadian. They're not part of his fan club, though. They're not part of the entourage, right? They're looking to trade this out. Cadian gets out of there, and ramp is taken by Vitality. Shox is creating space on the back of this secret push. And so for Stown, alone in this B-bomb site, he really has his work cut out for him. 1 there before he's traded by ZywOo. Tessez and Shush, they're the 2 players left to try and make the impossible happen. Bomb already planted for Vitality. Planted for ramp as well. This is going to be a really, really tricky retake, and they're not even going to attempt it.
Oh, yoink. Thanks for the AK.
Get there, suddenly it's all back up in the air again. Lobby push, read by ZywOo. Cadian has now got to hold the line. First kill from this AWP, but there is more where that came from. Vitality.
Goodness, Shush is in hot water. He's a dead man. Can he take anyone with him? Oh, the hub play, they line up, and they almost team kill, but Vitality just win the round off that frag alone. Shush. Vitality keep building into these T-side rounds. Oh, no.
Shox has spotted him. They know about each other now. Cadian holding for the ramp push. There's one on the AWP. Is he going to try and re-swing? No, he just backs up, taking that advantage and getting out of there.
Massive.
Tess says will win his fight onto Shoxy. That also opens up a secret rotation now for this outside player. ZywOo, while he will put up one, there's a lot of bodies down on this B site for Heroic. They're all rotating down. It's no secret where this one was hoping to end up. And ZywOo getting swung. He's off the bomb. Kyojin with a triple in the blink of an eye. And this round has gone from a 4-on-2 to a 2v1 in favor of Vitality. Cadian now, last chance. He denies the bomb, and he's still alive. How has he survived this? Oh, Molly's going to heat things up for Kyojin, but he's sticking the bomb. He gets it planted. Cadian, this man, I don't know how he's done it. It's feline, mate. He's got 9 lives, so he's still got more to give. But can he land on his feet here? Can he finish off the clutch? Up close, Kyojin, more damage, but he can't seem to get rid of Cadian. A huge round from Kyojin. He'd been pretty quiet across both maps so far.
But despite these buys from Heroic, Vitality have had answers through and through. 20 kills for ZywOo. Fast outside and Stound taking liberties, taking shots out of the round. That's one way to do it. They beat him in secret last time. Well, this time it's a 5-on-4 for Heroic, and it's been a while since they've had that. Oh.
Do it. Do it. Come on, it's like Palpatine. Do it.
Oh, he will.
Do it. There it is. Cadian with one. Masuta on the receive again, but now he's trapped at the CT vent. So
no, he wasted his smoke.
Oh, no, the smoke's just gone out. It's hot, it's spicy, but Cadian's fine. He lives to tell the tale. Now is Apex here. He's going up into heaven. Is anyone even considering this? No one is looking towards heaven. Apex. Apex has got the round in the palm of his hands. From this push, there's the first. Cadian on the receiving end.
Oh no.
Heroic still with one inside of the site, and Shush up in the hut is dead after one. Refresh will trade Apex out, and oh my god! ZywOo's wrist is in pieces after that one.
And that's the worst noise to hear if your Tess says bomb down.
You've got one opportunity to try and get this kill or get past the AWP. ZywOo, one shot as well, and they both miss. They both miss the chance. Still, bomb not really planted for ZywOo. Tessez is sticking it. ZywOo's going to try to run him down, but too low on HP. Tessez will finally see a clutch through for Heroic. You know, monkey man brain going, oh, I need to watch out. Oh, no. Shox is dead. Oh, double up for Stound in main. And now just ZywOo and Masuta, they're going to try and get in, but they go down. Heroic, it's back. Not just a flash in the pan.
Low defaults inside lobby. Let Shoxy work outside. Hold on for those Apex. Wait for someone to give you a kill out door or hut. Holding lobby, Vitality, a ramp crunch potentially. It's only Tess is giving it up. Playing Org from hell. Little gap, and Shox has got the shot. I don't know how that's a headshot to Stound, but Shox certainly ain't complaining. The flashes are fluid, and Tess is caught with a nade out. Oh no, switching positions, Cadian's gone. And this hell wrap for Apex is once again activated. Refresh gone through the smoke, and the round.
ZywOo with the opener. The Org just as deadly in his hands as the AWP, and a missed shot from Cadian. ZywOo wants that AWP. He's going to get rid of it. Still 2 players in this B site. Refresh. Oh, dead on the swing. Now, they don't know about Tessez, but he is a dead man. Apex checks him.
Might just be an A here. They've got to go on roof who can lob in some utility if they'd like, and there's not much of a stack here for Heroic. A couple of players in position, and actually Cadian rotating in with the AWP at the right time.
Oh, Stound's dead right away, though. ZywOo with this AWP, it just looks beautiful. Stound's on the receiving end. Are they going to vent drop? Down they go.
See ya.
Bye. It's not even about the A-bomb site anymore. Cadian does claim 1 life of the boys trying to get down vent. Refresh dead in the water. They've still got lobby players to try and contain while this bomb is going down lower. And Masuta is putting on a clinic. The doctor is in. And you don't like the diagnosis for Heroic, just Cadian. They've seen him, they've got him trapped over in Decon. Bye-bye to Cadian, and hello to map number 3. This is set to culminate on Inferno.
There were so many moments that these individual players clutched up or had these big impact kills to turn the tide. I'm thinking about Shocks in one of the rounds towards the end of the game on the outside when they were looking like with the rounds that they were losing, they could be on full equal the round after. It gets a big kill to open things up. But Vitality have to be so happy about that and so much, I guess, weight off their shoulders lifted.
Kyojin as well had a big clutch down the stretch as well that I think was maybe the last chance Heroic had to start getting back into the game, or maybe that was just the one that let Vitality really extend their lead and just take it away at the end. Very T-sided map. Both teams having success 9-6 for Heroic in the first half and getting absolutely demolished on their own T-side 10-3.
Time to get back on the rails. Just eat some grenades on the mid play. Cadian running and spraying will not do well. They grab the CZ, but you've got to be careful with that ammo, especially after already having bullets shot. Fast out apps here, they drop, and Shush is there to meet them in the pit. Bomb dropped. There's still a man down and a player in ult mid to kill rotations. Apex is ready to stab them in the back. Oh, dearie me, Heroic are none the wiser. Should be the round. Back of the head hitbox, but Apex still gets 1, and he's stalling out the second. Lovely shots from Apex. Leaves Tesses surely out of the question. Nice shot. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
I'm
all right,
not
guy.
so sure.
Yeah, it should still be a Vitality round. Tessa's pretty keen with the pistols, but
the only thing that does maybe benefit Heroic here is the fact that, you know, if Shush is calling a different style, it's something Vitality can't read into, but we'll see if that makes any damn difference. Down in the smoke, push through with the Deagle. He's got 1 and 2 as well. Tesses with a double. Don't tell me they steal away the round with ease. Apex is looking to make it a little bit more difficult.
roll back the years, as it were, and here he is with one more. The wrap is in for Cadian, and the big brains clash. It's Heroic coming out ahead. Him denying the B play is massive as well, because now Heroic don't need to rotate anyone away from A. They can keep this 4-man stack towards this side of the map. And as they're getting more kills from this position, they're like, boys, look, let's just keep holding. Eventually, we're going to see Cadian lean back towards B as a precaution. But yeah, we're still 3 strong up here in the site. Crossfires between Pit and the site play. You're hoping that's going to be enough, and indeed it will. Tesses is the guy to put a leash back on Vitality.
And at the right time, they're really trying to chase the kill. They have no idea. Refresh. All right. Oh, dinked, but he gets away with a kill, and he'll be happy with that.
They tiptoe out into middle. While this is happening, look at Stound and Tesses. They pushed all the way down B. At this point, they know, like, it's not a B play, boys, so be ready for this A commitment. Cadian's going to drop a flash. Now peeking back in. He makes quick work of the AK on ZywOo.
Lovely.
Just Apex. Cadian's done so much in this round. He should have set Heroic up for the conversion, and there it is. 3-1.
Right, if Vitality ran up mid, they would have had the round, but they weren't to know, and ZywOo certainly does, over the top of the smoke, taking Stound through the wood. 5-on-4, perfect start for Vitality. ZywOo now giving the deagle. Yeah, that's a good change. He swaps it back out. He's tagged up, so takes the lesser weapon. He's already done what he needed to do. Now he just has to keep them here at B.
Just call the deagle the lesser weapon. Look what ZywOo's about to do with it. Whoop, there it is.
Get him out.
Perfect. Double up to ZywOo over here at B. Look, he's even electing to use the D. Now he's throwing the AWP back to Apex. He's Apex
20 health, and he's still AKN.
Take it out of the round,
he's
Apex.
The fake.
Bring the AWP for me into the next. I'm going on a suicide mission. There's ZywOo dead on the B push.
Still 2 here.
Still 2 in A, yeah. Heroic did not rotate on that B fake.
Okay.
Apex not normally an AWP, but there he is. Wall banging Shush out of the pit. Get wrecked, Shush. Oh, Apex with a double. And that AWP in his hands proves to be a blessing after all. This duo of Apex and ZywOo has been such a treat to watch. Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh my
Tesses is going to give this a go, but coming through, Apex bids him adieu. And it's Vitality with a second round.
All right, now he's going to be up in the front lines. Now stopping to throw the smoke. Cadian with a contact. They might give it to him. Oh, blind shot. Apex gone. That'll get the mold moving on, as now Cadian has to give up B from CT. It's fine, you can play retake, you're a man up. Soon they will be, bomb planted. There's the AWP for Shox, finally firing off. He gets smoked off, but his entire team...
He might just get shot in the back. Ooh, he's managed to get by.
Re-smoke.
Time's ticking away. They need to flush out these site players. There's still one more that they don't know about yet. Masuta traded. They're on the bomb. They're sticking it. Cadian holding on, but it's only the leg. He can't finish the job, but the defuse is stuck. And somehow, someway, Heroic, they managed to get out of that situation. Throwing a bit of a fake smoke in. Shox also comes back down to offer up another smoke into this A-bomb site. That's turned all the way from the bottom of mid to smoke off pit, trying to give the illusion that this is an A play. ZywOo, importantly, never saw this boosted player. They still don't know the position of anyone other than Stown. The utility is perfect for Heroic at slowing this push, and now Tesses gets his reward. Waiting patiently, him and Refresh lock in that round.
Lovely. You're like, okay, Shush is calling T-side Inferno, and it doesn't go well. At what point, if ever, oh, lovely shot, does Katie want to take the reins back and go, all right, you know, this isn't working, I have to start making calls. You know, you don't want to take the confidence away from Shush, but that is a factor to keep in mind.
And Vitality will take that all day long. Like, this is huge in the grand scheme of things, right?
After Cadian takes a shot, the flash will go over, but this will never matter because it is a fast A round with a lovely entry out of Masuta. Kyojin deals with the B aggression, dink down, doesn't matter. And now you're just floating between the two bomb sites if you're Heroic. Nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. And Apex taking down Refresh basically cements the round. Heroic throw in the towel.
If he's playing well, it feels like it's reflected in the cooling.
And now these saves, they're not guaranteed by any means. The smoke is out. ZywOo to get team flash, that does slow him down. But Tesses looking to fight his way to the next round.
This gun's big, yeah. They've taken them outright, and if you've been able to save here, you could have been staring down the barrel of a buy round, but now, Cadian will get away at least. If he gets one, I think getting out is the trickiest part here, right? Has to turn from the flash, but he will elude capture the Deagle, and Tess says good for one more. Cadian can't quite get away from ZywOo, who's hot on their heels for the trades. It's a 3-on-3 now. Hugo Stown is here, and they trade damage through the smoke, but it's ZywOo locking in a kill, and with it, the round.
Yeah, and as is no surprise on the CT side, Rifles both going down middle, it seems like, running amok, trying to take some control, trying to take some space. Refresh, this is how he closed the series against Spirit, and they're not even considering it. Oh my goodness, Refresh. Does he know simply how many players are there? Kyojin is going to get shot in the back. Does Refresh hold this shot? Does he follow him up banana? Oh my god.
No!
I love the play, but it's just his undoing. And the round is going to fall apart. Oh, Refresh, he wanted more than one, and instead he gets none.
Yeah, you can't blame him. The only way you win that round is by making like a heroic play with those rifles.
Yeah. Knows it's a flash just to push him back, not to enable a peek, and he doesn't want to show which side the AWP is on. Flash for Tess says it's lovely, but he commits to the spray. Could have got out after one, wanted more, and that might be the biggest problem for Heroic right now.
Cool. That's a nice little flick back in for Shoxy.
I think it is sort of that greediness. You know, that word has bad tones, I know, but it is that greediness here for Heroic that,
you know, having to just concede after getting one doesn't feel like enough. Heroic are wanting to take an arm and a leg. And I think some of the body systems between him and ZywOo are just so beautiful, like...
Stown and Cadian of Vitality.
Oh, that's a nice change. Yeah, Masuta and Apex are churned up from Refresh's flashbang. They do keep pushing the envelope, and
Cadian will not be happy. There's the smoke lineup that we're talking about. Cadian stalls it out. They're running back with knife out. Cadian, there's one shot, one low HP as well. He's not going to overplay his hand. He's not going to give them a way back in, forcing them into the B bomb site. Cadian runs away. I love this call. Not convinced, seemingly, but he should be, and his team are about to confirm as they try and lock down this B site.
Yeah, can they do it, right? These are the rifles. These are the big boys. They're trying to hold on. Nice flick out of Kyojin. Tesses on the other end of that. But now they're both low, and the lineup is in for Refresh.
Not making the risky quad B setup that has been apparent so many times. Cadian should have this kill. ZywOo's hands showing, and Cadian grabs the head. Smoke down in the middle, and even yoinks the AWP out of there. Bye-bye. Now back to a default for Vitality in their body systems again, and caught in the corners down. He got stuck on the ledge, he could not escape, and he was flashed out as well.
But Vitality are grouping back up into an A play, still 3 strong here, and Cadian doubling up in the round. Shush is alone in the site. Refresh doesn't have flashes to help him, and he's smoked off, so he tries to run through. And in doing so, this A bomb site is broken apart. Tessez left in the clutch.
Yeah, Apex is close, so you got to clear the deep corner, and he can't. Apex comes to him. No waiting around. This guy is muscling his way. Who smoked the molly and pit. That had got Masuta obsessed, but not enough to stop Vitality from winning all the fights, and they will do so again. Shox.
Yeah, the re-aggression at least lets you know that Banana's looking good. However, it's also going to kind of set off some alarm bells here. You realize, well, if Banana's looking good, where the hell are Vitality? Oh, wait, they're probably hitting A. So Heroic start to pull everybody round. They've got all 4 players near this A-bomb site, but only 1 man is actually in it. Tessez spamming smokes, and that's a collateral through it. Masuta, is he dead as well? Ooh, Tessez, Masuta's sweating bullets. That much is for certain. He's going to look for the plant in the site.
Good luck.
Will look to get this bomb down from Pit. The kill is found, and Heroic, they do salvage a 7-8 half here to close the first half of Inferno. Finally, Vitality win out a half. Is that enough for them to take the series?
Yeah, fast up Banana, but Cadian's the first to receive bullets to the face, and Tessez does trade, keeping things intact. Talk about in-game leaders, and the big question mark for everyone here is, who is it? Leaving 2 inside of A on the cold zero box. Apex waiting for him, and he's dead. And so is Kyojin. Everyone falls as Shox goes through the smoke, and this round is all over. ZywOo, a formality.
And he comes, silent on the approach. There's 1 down, 1 out of 2. Come on, baby. Come on, ZywOo.
Just don't peek it.
Oh, yeah, the bomb's planted for Pit. He doesn't have the time. Kit's dropped. He's got it. Oh, last man left to fight. ZywOo!
No time.
Oh, the kills. It's so damn close, but I don't know if he's got it. I don't know if he's got it. It looked really close.
He did.
He got the round. What? Vitality. ZywOo's done it. Oh, buddy. Me and him might have to build a partnership here.
What's he paying you, Harry?
ZywOo.
What's he paying you?
The Clutch King, baby. Remember the name.
Almost did. Push down mid. Cadian doesn't know, but he's about to get a freebie, and Kyojin takes the headshot off as now the flank is in. And remember, that's the only info Cadian has.
Yeah.
They have no idea. They're being boxed in right now.
Yeah, still, it's only Apex actually in the B site, so he needs to stay alive. If he falls, B is open and a plant comes in, maybe there's a chance. Apex just conceding the site, gonna look to go through this smoke on the back of that flash. Apex is in the Lion's Den. He's wearing a lion outfit and he's cutting them down. Oh my God, he blends right in. He blends in with them. And now just Tessez wondering, where did this go so wrong?
I mean, I know we call him the main man, but that's something else, Harry. Team kill, take him down with you. Who gives a damn?
Even back on Nuke, the map they went on to win out to take us here, they got 9-6 in the half, right? It looked like it was going to be a heroic 2-0. Well, this time around, they were able to win it out, and now they're looking to do good on that little lead to close this series and really try to cement themselves as the top dogs of this group. You know, I mean, it's only when you're getting CS like injected into you all the time that eventually it's a bit like, all right, yeah, I could use a bit of a break, but it's like, mate, I don't know about anyone else, but I was like a week into the player break and I'm already going.
Vitality tier 0 right now. Typically top of the food chain, and ZywOo chows down on another. He's got cover. Kyojin helps out. Oh, Apex. Oh no, mate. This could go very badly very quickly, and he's not ready for the contact play. Something that Heroic were masterfully doing yesterday. Good Spirit walking into B without any warning. Refresh cutting off a rotate. Catches ZywOo. Every second Refresh lives is a further problem for Vitality as they try and collapse on him. 2 from apps, 1 from middle. Refresh every second counts. The bomb's down and Refresh is dead, but it doesn't matter. He's done his job. You never know until the commit is in. He would have won if he didn't eat the nade earlier.
An attempt to gamble, an attempt to read the situation, and it's left Vitality in the right place. ZywOo's AWP gonna take out the first. There's a wrap through CT. Heroic are trying to get past Vitality, and as they skirt past, they're going into an empty B bomb site.
Great call.
Okay. Okay, just cooking this one up in the kitchen. 9 now on the board, and this lead starting to shrink down again.
A pause coming through for the next round. I imagine a bit of attack for Vitality, probably a good time for it.
Like
a refresh hits a lovely little timing. Shox checks it though, doesn't matter.
You've got the flashes to try get you in, and this crossfire between Kyojin and Apex is looking to hold on. He's hoping to hold strong. Missed shot from Shoxy. He's going to get a second chance now, and he will land it. Oh, up close on the left. Sjuush is able to flush out that AWP. They're holding for this exact position, and Cadian shot in the back. Sjuush 1v2 has now got to lead by example. He's hiding up close in the site. He's going to get checked by the first man, and he can't win it. Masuta there to close.
Getting into CT spawn and probably winning the round off that position alone.
Yeah,
Vitality would not have known. Flash down B, Masuta. Oh, is it coming? It needs to hurry up. He's got the kill. Flash over the top. Masuta peeks in, but it doesn't pop, and he won't take any more.
It was late. He was saying, like,
what happened? Yeah.
Please throw the flash.
I don't think it ever went out, really.
It looked like it hit the roof. I think it missed. And they're wrapping him as well. He might be dead to that wrap. 1 to his name, but burnt in the Molotov.
Got to give this a go for sure. 3 on 3. You got kits, you got nades. Can't stop the plant though. Apex is still here, trying to keep up the pressure. The AWP is now in the hands of Katie, but not for long. Apex trying to send it back to the grave. 20 health. Everyone in from CT, and Apex hits the headshot. Tessa's on top of the coffins, and he falls into the crosshairs of Apex, helped out by his teammate, leaving Sjuush again in the clutch, and it feels all too much. But Sjuush double spray, and out he goes back behind the smoke against Shox on the rifle. Reload needed. Shox with no kick, gonna go try and pick it up. Smoke on the bomb. Sjuush again.
My God, he's
hand forced, and Shox hits a shot through the smoke. No doubt on his individuals, but right now, Heroic need a hero. Cadian might be that man. Quick pick up to take down Zywoo. What a scope to find. Spam for Apex does get a trade. Shox out in the open. They jump the corner. Shox will give it up. He'll respect them enough. Kyojin might not. Peeking out from Balkan. Sjuush just deletes him on the entry. That's more like it for Sjuush. Doubled up. That's the round. Vitality are running with their tails between their legs.
10 to 13 might feel like a scary scoreline. It might feel like you're still worlds apart, but in reality, you know, you're like 1 rifle round away from tying this game up at 13-13.
Successful faster A rounds as well. Style somehow walks between the fire. 2 Molotovs on either side. Gonna get flashed in. Apex blind. They both are, and Sjuush helps out. Lovely flash from Cadian. Everyone collapsed in B, and that's when you call the save. The saddest part about the save is it's a triple MP9.
Yeah.
Whoa. Hunt. I mean, it doesn't make a massive difference, right? Like, you know, you're not bringing much into the next round anyway. SMGs are nice. We have some nades. But Zywoo grabs 1. AK upgrades would be big if Vitality can figure that out. Zywoo's grabbed a single rifle, but his teammates are falling.
Oh. Well, that's the round. Heroic are up on a 12.
Any doubt?
Zywoo gets to keep this AK in play, but now the rifles are coming through. This next rifle round decides a hell of a lot, right? Like, the scariest thing is, even though we've been praising Vitality to no end, they're now the ones in the trickiest spot, right? As mentioned, when your money's back against the wall, it starts to feel very, very rough.
And there's almost no utility to stop them, certainly no Molotov. They're just got to fight their way through. Apex having a great game. As soon as he drops off the box, he does provide a kill. Apex, one more ought to do it, but he can't. Maybe giving it up would have kept Vitality up a man up and maybe set them up for a retake instead. It's in hot water. 3 on 3, and the leg shot finished off by Refresh. He can get out as well. Zywoo, playing with fire, and you're going to get burned. Out he goes, giving up the round to Heroic alongside Apex.
Oh, now Vitality know. They've just pushed Banana. They've got this info. It's a little bit devastating because the thing they find out is, oh no, we've read this wrong. They start to pull players back over now.
This is good for Vitality.
25 seconds, and the slow crawl from Heroic is giving them time to get set up. Sjuush and Refresh get a killer piece, but still sat in the site. Apex dead. Zywoo traded off the 1, and it's Cadian versus Shoxy. 12 seconds as the bomb is tapped. Shox is in the site. Someone needs to win this, and Cadian's gonna get it over the line. The 1v1 goes his way.
Zywoo may get this massive kill on the cross, but then he crosses right back into an AWP against him. And Cadian, known for his clutching.
Look at this.
So
Look at this.
laser
Watch
focus,
this.
yeah. Absolute madman.
The best way to break apart this is with an apps drop. Out they come. They won't check short right away, so that's going to give these short players a bit of time. But a missed shot.
Lovely
This transfer for Refresh. It's cancelled out by Shox, trying to do what he can, trying to offer up some resistance in the apartments. This unwanted tenant trapped behind enemy lines, and Cadian's trying to flush him out. He beat him in the 1v1, but this time Shoxy gets his revenge. It's left to Refresh and Shush. They have that bomb down, but they're a man down in this post plant.
Yeah, Shush refreshes the Emoto smoke. He's got flashes from his teammate, but got to keep your gun out, head up right now. Molly pushes him wide, and he takes down Masuta on top of the barrel. Through the smoke, Apex is a dead man, and Shox, he would have loved that kit right about now, but he won't get to use it. Instant kill for Shush, and that's 15 found. More mollies, more smokes, more stalling, but is it Stown looking to open up this site? He won't be allowed for now. 50 seconds, and Vitality have done a good job of holding on to their very minimal utility in this round, but it might all be for nothing. It's coming back to an A play. There's only so many chokes you can smoke. And Heroic of 4-5 grouped back up.
It was silent on the approach until just moments ago. Cadian tapping down into the pick. Kyojin with the opener. They're hiding in pit, and they don't know about Shoxy till it's too late. He doubles up before all is said and done. But Refresh, is he going to close the series again with 3? The molly kill for Refresh. He's done it, ending it much like he did just the other day versus Spirit. It's Refresh dropping the bomb to put Heroic 2-1 up over Vitality and cementing them up top of the group.
But Heroic, that was not easy whatsoever for them on Inferno Moses. They struggled, trials and tribulations galore. It was a very tough match. And if you think back to the first half of Vertigo, the first map of the series, it was a 13-2 in favor of Heroic. Yeah. But they had to fight tooth and nail to close this out.
Yeah, and it's an incredible victory, an incredible comeback here on Inferno. They were, what, 13-9 down at one point, and then rattled off the remaining rounds in the game to come back into that, storm back into that, and take control away. And yeah, those French faces, they say it all. Yeah. You can really, they don't hide emotion very well. Disappointment, anger, and frustration, and it makes sense. Man, the calling from Heroic was so good at getting into bomb sites. I mean, first they do it on the pistol round, and then they lose that 3v1, which they never should have lost. Yeah. But in total, there was 9 of 13 rounds in the second half were bomb plants for Heroic. That's money in the bank at all times. That's keeping you flush with cash. That's allowing you to buy through any losing bonus that builds up. And it's putting a lot of pressure on the CT side economy because you constantly have utility. You constantly have nades, at least 1 or 2 rifles, upgraded pistols. You have all these weapons consistently to keep your opponent uncomfortable, and only, what, I think they only managed 3 of those to be retakes. And when you get the bomb planted 9 times and a half, like there's no way the CTs are going to be a retake all those. You're going to win some of them, and that's fantastic stuff.
And before I start telling Porcupine here, as we bring him in, I just want to confirm, Shush, are you still calling on Inferno at the the
say yes. After that game, say yes.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, there you go.
It was me calling. I called that 100%.
Now I'm a little bit worried here, man.
Hvis du kigger sådan historisk set på vores overpass mod dem, så har det været sådan meget even. Vi så dem sidste gang, men jeg tror, vi har tabt.
It's hard to tell him to be quiet. He's always talking, you know. He wants to be in the spotlight.
Is this what it's like in games? Is this what it's like when you're trying to clutch? You just have a voice in your ear at all times?
I mean, he likes to give his opinion, so let's just keep like that.
Perfect.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to round out our another day of play here at the ESL Pro League Season 14. But remember, we'll be back at the same time tomorrow to kick off some more action just before we get into the final day, where it will be only 1 match played on this stream, but we have 3 streams happening at the exact same time to cover all of the matches. So make sure you guys tune in for the rest of the days here of Group A, and of course, the rest of the days for Group B, C, and D. Hope you guys have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow.